siento que todo está bien, pero en verdad yo no sé si tú lo sientes también. Entonces quiero saber por qué desde que te vi yo vivo diferente. No me importa a mí lo que dice la gente, porque tú siempre la prendes candela. Te quiero a mi lado toda la vida, mi nena. La mano pegada y los pies en la arena. Pase lo que pase, baby, vale la pena, porque tú siempre la prendes candela. Te quiero a mi lado toda la vida, mi nena. La mano pegada y los pies en la arena. Pase lo que pase, baby, vale la pena.
You feel alive, let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, might break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never lack those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace trunks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door, she at the back row. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at the getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-fold weight. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and tried to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's in the whip, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my. Chandelier, limousines. Really think I'm seeing things. Read the line in mid-between. Yellow light, I gotta speed up. Get home to a cold shower. Need that pronto. Look like a rave at the condo. Heck of a night in Toronto. She said, boy, you in Morocco. Pearl white mention in the top gold. Fill up my cup with the pop, whoa. High off life in the spot, though. Running at the visa, really talking to a real life Mona Lisa. Jesus pieces hanging off the fleecer. So much going on, it's hard to focus on the features. I got too many, I'm going. Too crazy, and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's in the whip, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my, oh my. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
When you put your hand in my jacket, I'm thinking so irrational. You flew me international now, and we can spend hours reading the signal.
Greetings.
Hello everybody and welcome. We're D&D Boyband for the second session in a row with a full group. It's incredible, and so soon after we played last. We're D&D Boyband, a group of friends all like D&D Pretty Boys, because apparently it's not fantasy and it's everybody's hot. My name is Jamie, and joining me tonight on a Tuesday, back to our old ways, are a group of fantastic D&D players. First of all, we have Ben as Mercy.
I should have thought of my new introduction, but once again, if anyone would like to suggest something in tonight's session, they can hit me up in the chat. For now, I'll fall back on a oddly bit of good insight. Live long and prosper, everyone.
Sire's Quan.
Hello, it is I, your resident Pally.
Clued as Casimir.
No, Swain in the League cinematic was merely a setback. He is there, and I will have him. Thank you.
He was actually one of the people dancing in the ballroom.
He was the camera.
Oh, I hope so.
He probably was the cameraman on the whole cinematic, actually. Every cinematic is just
Was
Ron's
filmed by
eyes.
the bird. Truth.
Eski as Pod.
Hello. I will also wait until there is a new hit movie that comes out and everybody parrots the one word for everyone.
And finally, Matt as Than.
Hello, New Year, same me.
We wouldn't want it any other way.
Oh, cute.
Before we begin, any announcements?
No? Question mark? Oh wait, well, sort of. I did some updating of the overlays, including the info box. We're now all correctly level 9. I did some extra NPC cards. I updated the fan art reel. I'm about halfway through it, so I'll add some more. I got some lich pictures to add in. Only I drew Nefara last week, and we appear to have gotten her killed almost immediately. So maybe I shouldn't draw any of our lich friends.
We didn't kill her.
That's the
you
whole
know?
point. They come back.
I
The
did draw
liches.
Asfar, and I put him in the art channel, so that's nice. I made him look
And-
quite friendly. I might revisit that one. My bad.
And a big thank you to all those who have drawn and provided art as well. Thank you very much. It
Yeah.
all looks amazing.
As always, the fan art reel is the best part of the stream.
For sure.
We're all waiting for break time, really. All right, that's it. That's all I got.
And I think that we've confirmed a date we're all going to meet up and open Jen's presents, as well as other things.
Yes, beloved gifts from our beloved Jen.
It's
I'm
probably
gonna
be-
post so many pictures of all the beautiful things he's made for us. Y'all are not ready.
Is it next week, 20th? No, the week after,
No.
right?
It's impressive you kept it a secret for so long.
I'm in pain.
Otherwise, we all good?
Yes.
So,
Indeed.
to catch you back up to speed on last session, you began fighting a particularly annoying NPC named the Valsar, who you failed to stop casting the gate spell. A shadowy creature crawled out, and over the next couple of turns, you, allied with Nefara, fought and killed both the consuming aberration and Valsar, who dropped a small golden cage containing 2 shadowy horses galloping around inside. You questioned Nefara as to a lot of the deeper lore, and also were given access to the library to say thank you for your service, both in ridding her kingdom of Abaddon's influence, and also your service in freeing a lot of people from the Silent Canyon, a lot of souls from the Silent Canyon. Nefara eventually left to go talk to the Archon, but not before revealing that Nefara gave you information about Bane, Vecna, the makeup of the world, energy, gods, how they work, and that somebody, Casimir was asking about somebody building up a large store of blood magic or soul energy, what they were going to potentially try to do with it. Some indication as to why certain people might have more of that energy, and that Quan doesn't have a soul, or at least not one that Nefara can see.
Quan is a
Um,
soulless
you-
construct.
You speak about Fazul, how he discusses Quan, as well as what he's up to, and Casimir explains their prophecy, revealing a final one, and you discuss what you're going to do next, as well as Quan and Casimir discussing Bane, Fazul. Casimir reveals the deal that was made, as well as the tattoo of a black gauntleted arm, which Mercy identified as being similar to the hilt of Vecna's sword. You're all perhaps uncertain as to what exactly being marked by a god means in this world. Quan talked to Pod about the mark of Geb, etched into him. Was it Pod? No, it was Than, right? Yeah. And you then go on to do further research, which I suppose we can talk about now, because you are interrupted, but after the research, by the whole pyramid shaking, and after a little bit of time, the door opening to reveal the red robe lich you have come to know as Aspar, as well as a taller figure wearing crimson armor. But before that, did you get the answers to... I don't think you've got the answers to your questions last time. So each one of you, as you're going around this ancient library filled with books of magic and history, what were you looking for?
I think Mercy would be looking, as I think Casimir was as well, looking for the like dispel magic on the like blood magic orb, you know, so we could not explode it, you know, like a some whether it be like a siphoning, you know, like a gradual thing, or like a kind of here's a channel it elsewhere, or just like a pop, you're gone kind of, whatever that be, however that,
Yeah, so reading through the descriptions of kind of how this energy behaves, it's not a surprise perhaps that this energy is seemingly, once free, instinctively tries to cling together. It naturally forms bonds and merges into these shapes. You've heard it say the word, or seemingly force people who interact with it to say the word reunion. They naturally want to be together. And therefore, books as to separating it essentially mention that you need to introduce a certain level of force or bring it to the soul's fire within Alarafa. To imagine is what the Archon has done with it. Naturally, this is where this thing was supposed to go anyway. However, once it forms and becomes too heavy, it needs to be moved here. That is perhaps the safest way that throughout this it is theorized it has been dispelled of. Large amounts have been brought, a ritual has been performed similar to the one you've done with Quan, and that has pushed and moved it through. This energy seemingly cannot be destroyed. People have tried. Another way you can introduce, but that doesn't mean that doesn't work. There have been cases that this energy can be tainted or at least diluted with varying schools or elemental forces of magic, and introducing enough chaos or incohesion into the mixture, much like that don't mix with each other, allows those bonds or barriers to be weak enough that they can be broken apart. So if you had a large reservoir of this soul magic and you were to input enough energy in terms of fire, lightning, or somehow to capture whatever essence there is of each plane, different elements of it would become attuned to those planes or that magic type, and they would no longer mesh as easily together, and it would naturally, those bits would start breaking and floating apart. So it is about, if you imagine a big ball of water, that you could then start making some parts of it heavier than others, and they would no longer meld in the same way. So either several powerful mages casting spells at it at once with the desire to kind of create that imbalance of elementicity or whatever word I'm trying to think of, or it simply cause whatever magic is in there to be attuned and more likely to bond with different parts of it. So it's more of an alchemical solution, naturally infused with magic.
Do I feel like I am a sufficiently powerful mage to fit these criteria, or is this we would need to ask for help from some of the cool guys in the world?
You imagine that some of the cool guys in the world would be able to do this instantly when using their powers combined. You would be able to cast spells that would cause this effect. You just might need reservoirs of scrolls to be able to do it, given your limited ability expenditure per day. You're capable of casting Fireball as well as other spells. It's just you can't cast enough of them per day to cause this effect.
Yeah.
But together, we still can't.
I would be looking for similar, but given last week we kind of spoke about how this kind of power is used to destroy or create gods, maybe something in Casimir's mind is going, perhaps I could use this to free myself from Bane. Maybe that's a different application. So maybe I'll be looking at ways of transmuting it or using it.
Could you actually make both of those researching this make a let's make a Arcana check for shortcuts. There
Is
is
there-
a significant shortcut in this plan.
Is this the kind of thing where we would be? Are we looking for different things, Casimir?
I have no idea.
Or is this the kind of? Would you be letting Mercy in on to just? Because I'm happy to just help you.
No, I think we'd be looking for the same thing here.
Oh yeah,
I
I'll just
don't-
help you then.
Okay. That's an 11 plus 9, 20.
Outside of obviously just casting spells at this thing, particularly powerfully attuned objects to certain planes can cause this effect. Almost like magnets. If you've got two things either side, one very attuned to, say, the high heavens and one very attuned to, say, the Dead's Journey, eventually they would begin to affect and distort the energy closest to them and begin pulling those apart in a rough split. So if you were to get several attuned items nearby, that would naturally begin to dilute.
Wait,
The most
does Razor's bow
invested,
count?
possibly, the most invested items in this sense, and those that have been recorded to be able to split straight through this energy, separating it instantly, are the swords wielded by the Archons.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
With
And
with a certain brother.
we just keep needing Thezerin, don't we? With that 20, do I find maybe, like, even if it doesn't make sense to me, components of a way for me to start thinking about siphoning / using it, should I need to? This might fall
So
into the camp of
this would
Casimir
be
looking
your-
for, like, you know, necromancy shit and his bread and butter.
Yeah, I know, like, there are... So, Casimir, you obviously, I think from the past discussions we've had and a lot of stuff, is that basically this energy, it can amplify existing spells, or it can be used for certain rituals or spells that are only capable or possible during certain times of the year. Casting, when you're in some way connected to this energy, amplifies those abilities. And you probably, if you were looking, can find details of rituals that normally would only be castable during Harrow that could be done whenever, or if they were done during Harrow, would be empowered by these spells.
Sweet, that's helpful.
I'd say that you probably, it's not the Book of Vile Darkness, but you can certainly find a book of rituals that we can discuss.
Book of Naughty Rituals, let's go. Yeah. Cool. I'm pleased.
Even a close eye on you, buddy.
Hey, I was so truthful last session. I'm clean. I've come clean.
I will say
Yeah.
that you do find an additional spell, a gate scroll.
A gate scroll.
You knew we were upset about that. You slack.
Yeah, I know. But that's the only scroll you find.
A gate scroll.
The rest of you, is there anything in this library you'd be looking for?
Yeah, for me. I'll probably be going through, since this is like a place that they see dead people come through, I imagine there's some records. I want to find anyone with a similar, similar to myself in that they were very easy to revive, and where they might be found, if they're still around, that kind of
So this isn't the place where dead people come through. This is Queen Nefara's personal library. That would be the Soul Spire. If somebody who's interested in reanimation, you perhaps quite quickly find that your specific element, as it were, or boon, is a bit different to the way Queen Nefara would envision easy to revive. There are treatises or theorizing about some people's souls being more difficult to separate from their body. But I suppose you're not going to see references to those people if there was anything else you wanted to look for.
No, that would be it for me.
Okay. Can you roll a history check?
Yeah. History. Man. Huh. 5.
like I said, some people's souls weigh heavier in their bodies than others, and the only stories or cases you find that separate from that are cases where archons have seemingly revived from near death.
Oh yeah, cool.
I'm intrigued.
Quan and Pod.
I mean,
What about this?
so I suppose after my prayer, if my god doesn't give me anything useful to fucking work with, I guess I will probably.
Could you remind me of your prayer?
I prayed to Tyr for his forgiveness and for his wisdom and support in knowing how to move forward with my friend Casimir, but also in finding the truth behind my lack of soul.
I want
Roll
to
a
assist
religion
with
check
this.
for me. Wait, what? Sorry, what?
I said I want to assist with this.
Pod kneels down to pray with you.
Oh, that's so cute.
So gay, I love it. The tough thing is I can't sign into D&D Beyond, and I don't remember what I signed in. What my username was. What am I rolling?
You're rolling a religion check. Do you want me to check your character sheet for you?
I'm pretty sure I'm a 0, which is funny.
Yeah. Religion is int.
But you
isn't
do have
So
advantage.
stupid.
I also.
Okay.
have-
That's an actual 20.
Let's
Oh
go!
my God.
Here! He's real!
In before
You
Tit
do have a soul. You can grow
You
one.
might have rolled a natural 20, but I have nothing to offer you, you fucking cretin.
Gods are real.
Sorry, do you even go here?
God's real, bless up.
Who are you?
Gods are real. Blessed Tyr. Praise Tyr.
I'm gonna
Krista.
roll my second roll just
Bless up.
while Jamie thinks about it. Okay, it actually
good
wasn't
move.
that bad.
The Tyr actually
Yeah.
must have something to tell you here. 20 and a 15.
Kneeling down, both of you are sitting and focusing, finding that inner peace that comes with prayer. Maybe hold hands, I don't know. Absolutely. And the world slightly fades away. It's just you and your prayer circle, both of you. And very quickly, neither of you feel alone. As between you, one on either side, one in the center, sorry, one on the outside, there are two other kneeling figures. One you recognize as the boatsman on the other side of Pod. In the center, one,
The boatsman being whom? Sorry.
the ferryman.
Oh, pal, Mr. Ferryman.
Did you miss two sessions?
I don't know. if
There
I was
has been a cryptic ferryman ferrying you around via the canals.
We're fairly sure that he's not an actual ferryman. He's probably some greater being.
I'm feeling he's
Because
Cannonball,
Clearly,
you know?
he's clearly doing it as like the gig, kind of a gig economy kind of deal.
He gives me Bone Daddy vibes from BG3.
I think he's Cannonball. He's nice.
Like seriously,
He's
that's the background. Is that we think he's a bit.
Obviously, it's obviously Cannonball because Cannonball is nice.
He's a bit-
We've been over this.
And the figure in the center that hooded, you don't seem to realize, but they're sitting between you. And whilst your hand may have been holding pods, each of you are now holding these figures. And there's silence.
What does the second figure look like? Do we get like even get a side look?
Yeah. You try to look underneath the hood, and
I'm not trying to like perv or anything. I'm just curious to see like what can I see about.
Nobody
him?
would
I'm not,
accuse you of that, him.
there's a couple of
That's my god.
It's not weird, It's just like I'm just like, who's this guy? What does he look like?
there's a beard that kind of goes down a little bit and tucks into his shirt, and kind of a couple of strands of golden hair fall around a face that isn't old. You don't like beards. That's fine.
Side's face when beard.
Man, that's rude.
And
No. Okay, your beard is lovely. It's just generally
You're redeemed.
beards aren't the best look. Okay, depends on the beard. And it depends if the couple of strands of golden hair are the only strands
Are they
of
like
golden
little like tufts sticking out in random directions? You know?
No,
Wait,
you can
golden
tell.
hair
Food
the
in the
beard.
corner.
Not from
They're
the
just
head.
No.
single
The head.
wisps.
You can tell that like it is like most of his hair is pushed back. There are several long strands coming down. He clearly has long, luscious golden hair. He's hot. This campaign. Can we not? And slightly golden, glowing eyes, and a face that slightly timeless, although somewhere between young and middle-aged.
So, daddy.
Build?
How his arms are very muscled.
Human?
No, we are purring. Never mind.
Not quite human. There's something
I don't mean.
not human about the way kneeling. It's clearly not entirely natural. And the eyes, you stare into them and they kind of catch yours for a single second, and it looks like you're looking into the oblivion.
I'm intrigued.
Do I feel comforted by that, or do I feel scared?
He's looking at Pod.
Oh.
He's looking at me.
Well, you tried to look up the hood.
I mean, I said I wasn't purring. It was just like a side eye, you know, like a who's this guy? He's
Yeah,
over
yeah,
here
yeah.
kind of thing, you know.
Then, as you look, he catches your eye, and you look into oblivion.
I stare into oblivion, beautiful,
Bat your
comforting
eyelashes at
oblivion.
But it's not the same oblivion you faced when Bashnarada was there and your soul was moving. It's a vast expanse. And you fade away a little bit as you look into it.
Okay.
Quan, what would you do?
What would I do if a young to middle-aged man appeared kneeling in front of me? Well, do I immediately recognize him as Tia? Like, how many hands does he have? Do I feel like a sense of warmth or comfort or anything from him?
Hooded, not raising his hands like this, twisted. You're not sure. You could probably guess how many hands. But yeah, that inner peace, that tranquility of the prayer circle, exists here. You feel open to, and you feel it's acceptable to speak. They're not kneeling before you, they're kneeling with you.
Oh God, it's like meeting your favorite celebrity, and once you're there, you have no idea what to say.
I don't know what to say. You thought about this
Yeah.
before.
I guess probably without looking at him, continuing his prayer, he'd probably repeat what he says and say, I guess, Lord of Justice, please help me understand why I'm here and why I have been told these. Like, I don't know, he's kind of trying to express through like prayer and feeling the combination of these memories of like not knowing who he is, but also these anxieties about, I guess, what Casimir has said. And was it Nefara, not Neferi. Nefara. She was the one that singled me out and said, "Oh, you're not like the rest," right? Did she specifically say that I didn't have a soul? I can't remember what you.
She
said
did,
exactly.
yeah. What that energy,
So-
that spark, she can't see it in you.
So I would, I suppose, try to repeat what she had said.
There's like a long pause as this creature looks up, looks you in the eyes. To know the truth is to bear responsibility for it. Nafara, all that she is not a liar, and I will never lie to you. You have a soul, but it is not one that I recognize, or the others such abilities can see. You have a soul because you were able to pledge it to me, and I was able to accept. Fear not, you are not a walking robot or automaton, and it has not been stolen.
I suppose with that, he's gonna not go as far as break down, but he's gonna really. Yeah, I suppose kneeling with Pod, like if Pod is still near him, he will see like Quan deflate and breathe a sigh of relief and be muttering thank you, but as soon as it kind of dawns on him, he's gonna turn to look at who he assumes to be Tia and say, but why am I different, and why did the blood magic not kill me, if so? What separates me from the rest?
There are questions unknowable, even to most. But your inner pocket reach into it.
He's asking me to reach into my pocket?
Yeah.
Oh, he reaches into his pocket, yeah. I mean, which pocket? Like his
Your inner
childhood
pocket.
pocket?
Like here.
Oh,
Like here,
okay,
you know.
okay, okay.
Reach into my pocket, follower.
Take out my
it's all the way.
keys.
It's all the way. It's all the way at the bottom.
At
Keep
every
going.
point, a cult leader says, and obviously for salvation, I need to sleep with your wife.
The dream.
There's something inside and it's warm to the touch.
Okay, I take it out.
In Quan's
Eyes
pocket,
up,
yeah?
Yeah,
By
in
that
Quan's jacket inner pocket, whatever leather armor you have, you pull it out. And it's
Oh my, thank
glowing
you.
faintly gold. And it's perhaps made of paper or cardboard. And you've never seen it before, and it's never been in your pocket.
Do I have any understanding, or do I recognize it?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yo, Tia, this is a nasty prank, bro.
I think
Tis not the god of trickery. What is this?
Tia's a fucking joker, man.
okay. That's a 19.
Memories flash back of you
Shit, I didn't want this.
in a bar, a large Goliath in front of you with a beard. Goliaths can't grow beards. Offering you, not you actually, the person sitting next to you, offering you a deck of cards or the person next to you took one. And maybe you imagine that's from that deck, but that's all you can remember for now. Whatever that is, it's the same as you. It's not from here.
So I find a card in my pocket that glows or just feels warm.
Both.
Both. And I have a memory of receiving or someone else receiving one of these cards.
From a
the
bearded
death.
Goliath.
Okay. Does that make any sense to me? Do I recognize this card? Does it fill me with any kind of emotion?
Yeah. Immense sadness. And perhaps you remember the first memory you have of fire, of a dragon flying above, the taste of blood in your mouth, and Fazul standing over you, holding a sword.
Fazul. I see that in my memories.
You
Standing
do.
over me holding a sword. I knew that motherfucker was up to no good. Alright.
Covered in blood and gore. The sword.
My blood and gore?
Maybe.
Ominous.
He's gonna, after receiving those memories, he's gonna get lower and pray to this figure next to him and say, please, please return not just these, all of my memories. If you have that power, why hold it from me?
I did nothing. Your recollection is your own, and your memories, or at least memories of who you were, are no longer yours. They belonged to somebody else. I understand feeling uncertain or worried, but sometimes we stand not because we know why, but because we cannot bear to sit idle while the world burns. Perhaps that is reason enough. I accepted your second oath. You aren't going to sit idle until you find why you are here and help as many people as you can along the way, including your friend.
But what does that mean? How would I find what my purpose here is? And when you say help my friend, of course I would do everything in my power, but does that mean stopping him from straying down the path he seems to be walking? Or does it mean saving his life? I don't understand.
Encourage him to be the best, and by that I mean the kindest, the most just that he can be, as by your mere example both of you do every day, and looks up hard at that point.
Did Tia just tell Quan to encourage me to be the very best. Like no one.
You just told
ever
me
was.
Like
to
no one
be-
ever was.
to make you nice, and he is just he wants me to fail, man. He's just
Just,
giving me an
not
impossible-
nice, just.
Make
Fine.
Clued play
They're
a
not the same
nice
thing.
Even
character.
worse. Casimir doesn't even believe in justice, man. What the fuck is this?
He believes in justice, but it's just a particularly vicious kind.
Slightly
of
perverse, as one could say.
justice. We call it-
detonator?
We call it iron justice over in campaign.
Or if you fail and he fails, justice is blind. And you shall perhaps be its eyes, its hand, and its sword.
Please don't put
For if
me
you
down.
cannot convince others to be good, you can prevent them from causing evil. Am I clear? Your oath is to devotion and to service, but sometimes the kindest thing you can do. Stop somebody.
Well, it won't come to that. I believe that I can push all of my friends down the right path, not just him. And I would rather die than fail to do so.
I have the utmost faith in you, Paladin.
Question: do I see his face properly yet at any
Yeah,
point
you
during
do,
this
yeah.
conversation? Do I see any kind of like, I don't know, like insignia?
Make an
any
insight
kind of...
check.
Oh, I'm not good at
Insignia,
that.
sorry.
What, like any kind of, yeah, any details to his appearance that may confirm my suspicions that it is in fact here.
I mean, how holy does this feel? Is this like, am I just sensing supreme divine light coming from?
Yeah,
from
I'd say
the
you
being
certainly
next to
are.
me?
Yeah.
Okay. I see. So I think Pod leans over to the ferryman and just says like, "God, believe it. We're in the presence of a god."
Leans back over and says, I've experienced many things. Sorry, insignia. Nothing on the face, but you've met gods. You know you have. And I would say, what was your roll on insight? Sorry.
It was bad. Can I get help from someone? Can I maybe have an advantage when I'm looking at him?
I'm willing to
really?
assist on any roll. If I'm
Yeah, you
allowed
can
to.
assist, that's fine.
Does that give advantage?
Does that mean I
or
can
should
roll again, or?
Yeah.
Yep, to which one?
Yes, you can roll again.
That's another natural 20, baby!
Oh my god.
Quad is
Look
so
what you're
powerful.
redeeming them all.
So,
Redeem
as,
all.
Because
as,
Estes here,
as,
it's literally it.
as Pod is hyping you up, you stare into. So you're no longer blinded by the light coming from the eyes, and you see perhaps a little bit further through to the face of the creature. The eyes are warm. There is an energy emanating out that you feel the presence and the command of this creature. Creature isn't kind. You read that in the eyes. It's not kindness it's looking at you with. It's calculating to some extent. But a balance is struck inside, and you don't sense any malice either. With that, you probably can sense as the creature stands up towards the end of his shoulders, sleeves hang down, does only have one hand. The face, as I said, even with a natural 20, incredibly difficult to read. There's a hint of affection, but those eyes aren't warm because the creature would treat you kindly. They're warm because of the energy there.
Man wants order. He doesn't want niceness. He wants order. I got you.
Order
Justice is not kind.
And this guy's telling me to be nice when he ain't nice himself. Chief. SMH my head,
And
man.
define nice.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. But
But I do get a sense of goodness, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes. Good but not kind.
Okay.
You are not a pawn nor a tool. You have a soul. You have a purpose, even if it's not clear. I do not care why that you are here, merely that those around you are improved, and the world around you is improved by your mere existence. Hold to that, and the strength of your convictions.
I think at this point, like, Quan is just gonna be like forehead on the floor, like just repeating thank you to Tyr. And he's not even gonna look up, he's just gonna be listening and saying thank you, thank you, thank you.
Podgot actually copies this. He does the same thing, like out of sheer reverence for God.
Dude,
And
you're
then he
one
kind of
right
almost like
next to me.
side eyes the ferryman.
The
He almost
ferryman doesn't
side-eyes
move. The ferryman actually
ferryman,
looks
he's like-
down at you.
He's
The
almost
ferryman
like,
looks
"What
down
are
at
you
you, like
doing?"
slightly confused, and motions for you to stand up.
And then Pod gets up and he's like, "It's a god. What are you doing? You have to show reverence."
The ferryman puts his hand on your shoulder.
Pod looks a bit confused. He doesn't get it.
How
Gives him
did
a kind
it
of confused
feel
look.
to
Sorry, say that
release? How did it feel to release all of those souls? To return them? To help them move on? To free them?
Are we talking about the blood magic? You know,
No.
Who's
the
saying
razor
this
written.
to?
The
live
the
stream.
ferryman is saying this to Pod. No, not the blood magic. Your destruction of that item, the obelisk, whatever it was allowed, slowly though it be, every soul in these lands that wants to return to be able to. Surely you've recognized the enormousness of your accomplishment. I can't speak today.
He kind of like stammers a bit. He's like, "Yeah, of course, like everything that should be done, but I mean, while I'm thankful, it's anyone would have done the same."
No, they wouldn't.
He almost gives like a gentle pat on the shoulder of the ferryman. He goes, "I'm sure they would have. Don't worry. People are better than you think."
Hold out your shield, Pod.
He kind of questions, confused, and like just produces it. Like it's kind of on his knees as though he's kneeling at the moment. He just kind of like shifts it in front of himself. What, this old thing?
You mustn't judge him too harshly, nor blame yourself. Can't force him to move on, and I know you wouldn't, but his time will come. Thank you for your service here. You have done more than you will ever know for more people than you can comprehend. I know not how long this world has, but so long as it endures, no one will be trapped here again because of what you and your friends have done. And he touches the shield, and you see the various lines kind of redraw across it and mark out some pattern or enchantment.
Hey,
He looks
Bod,
a bit
what's
surprised,
going on?
but- What are you gonna say?
Hey, Bod, what's going on?
Oh no, he's very quiet at the moment.
What's happened up there? He looks. I guess Paul would normally be concerned by someone obviously like messing with the shield, but in this instance he doesn't feel concerned. He's just almost like he feels strangely at peace with what's happening. He doesn't quite understand why.
Cool. I will send you the details of your new shield, but pair of you are returned to the world. Perhaps I'll give you all 10 minutes to discuss your findings and what has happened before the intrusion occurs.
So, as Pod and Quan are, I don't know, released from the prayer, whatever we want to call it,
Yeah.
as soon as the gods disappear, Quan is going to immediately grab Pod and say to him, Did you hear everything that Tyr said? Did you see that? Tell me I'm not
Of course.
imagining it.
No, I saw it all. I was there. Don't worry, you're not going insane. You did, although it does sound kind of insane to say you met your god, but you actually did. That's crazy. I've prayed so many times, and must be something special about this place.
And at that moment, when Pod confirms, that's when he is actually just gonna grab him and hug him and put his face into Pod's shoulder and just openly start weeping. And you feel like the wetness on his shoulder, and he's just gonna say, I could not have made that connection or said any of what I'd said without you, Pod. Your support, I feel like I've been answered. Finally, after all this time, I have some clarity, and thank you.
He gives a warm smile, although he's originally kind of a bit surprised. He answers the hug. He smells a little bit musty, but in like a comforting way, not in a horrible way.
Well, now you smell damp, so enjoy that.
Now he smells damp and musty, which is exactly how he should.
The rest of you see them embrace and start talking after their long prayer.
Probably heading over, Casimir's just going to loudly and quite annoyingly say, "Oh heavens, I'm not interrupting something, am I?"
No, not at all. Not at all. Join in. He opens one arm. Something amazing has happened.
He looks like probably he's still not over his trauma of telling the truth half an hour ago. And he just gives you this eyebrow raise and a no, I'd rather not. When you say amazing, I hope it's pertaining to finding forbidden knowledge that will help us in our quest.
Trauma of telling the truth.
Of course. We just met Tia.
And as soon as Casimir rejects the hug, Quan is gonna get off of Pod and immediately like drag
No, what
Casimir
do
into the hug as well.
I he's like
spoke
clutching a
to him.
book to his chest.
I spoke to him,
Face.
Casimir.
To
Tia.
whom? Tia? Why?
The Lord of Justice answered.
That's nice. Did he have anything helpful to say?
Well, he said that I do have a soul, which is a great relief amongst many things, but he didn't necessarily say that you and Nafara were wrong, but just that perhaps I'm different in some way and that you couldn't see the extent of my soul.
Indeed. I'd thought as much. No, I didn't really think you were an automata. I just... Clearly there's something different about you.
And as you're talking, he just like squeezes you to the point where
I'm a little sore after the skittering horror hit me earlier.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to harm you.
No, No, it's fine. It's just my pride. So, you're feeling better? You seem happier.
Well, not all of my questions were answered, but my feelings on our friend, and he says friend with a nasty look on his face, Fasul, was perhaps not incorrect.
What do you mean?
But I had a memory of him. I don't think Tia granted me these memories. I think that... And he actually takes out the card back from his pocket, and if it's still there...
Yep. It's not
What
glowing
And he
anymore, though.
shows it to Casimir. When I saw this, I remembered Fasul. He was standing over me with covered in blood. I don't know exactly what it means, but one can assume it wasn't good.
A memory or foresight?
It's on the card.
What does it look like?
Kind of gold, yeah, black background with gold inlay. It's traced 3 figures, not quite sure of the gender, weaving.
Weaving.
Waving.
I'll post.
Weaving.
One of the things that we.
I'll post the.
And would you know anything about someone weaving?
Well, it's they are perhaps more female. I posted the image in
That's
the
just like, oh shit, they're weaving.
player chat.
Mercy.
Jamie?
Mercy, you can make a weave check on this item.
Yeah, I think.
Check your weave.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I saw your message.
That's not great, but maybe I'll still. The D100 roll is good though. So a 9 and then a 91.
So you know that there are incredibly powerful artifacts that can shift and shape, even within the bounds of the weave, the destinies of the whole of the world. And these are... part of your order is responsible for pruning, and the other part is protecting. You've never seen it. You don't know what it is. You've seen occasional diagrams or descriptions of a card that would look similar to this. And it's impossible that Quan has it. And the reason it's impossible is the remnants of your order have it.
Because there are there's a card which gives you loads of money, or suddenly you become like an owner of a castle somewhere. Which I'm which the weavers I assume are like.
But this has the ability. You don't know what this is, but metagamingly, this is the one that undoes fate. But
sure,
you know that this item, it's impossible for Quan to have it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna grab a drink. I'm just listening.
Quan, this is. Please, can I hold it? See it a bit closer.
Of course.
It falls through you
Oh,
Ooh. No touchy.
It lands on the floor. Just to shortcut this, nobody else can touch it other than Quan.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Mercy just sort of stands aghast.
Curious.
Quan, this is a incredibly, but it can't be. It's the vault at the astroscope. I do not know how. There is no way. And Mercy just sits down.
what do you mean? There's no way. What? I don't understand what it is.
You are being truthful? You truly do not know what this is?
Aside from some sort of card that was granted to me by Tyr, I have no understanding of what it is.
As we understand these things, they are artifacts. Pre-weave creations, objects which can alter destinies of everything, but are not bound by themselves. This is one of the many things which the Weavers as an order, would try to protect and in certain circumstances destroy or confiscate or monitor certainly closely the use of these things because of the strong magical potency. There are particularly a group of cards like this. It is known to exist, but I am unsure what this means, because this card, the true fate, is in custody with the Weavers.
Well, I don't imagine that Tyr himself would have gifted me with a cheap replica. Perhaps it's... And he looks kind of lost. Perhaps I'm supposed to return it to your order?
Is the implication perhaps that you're to use it, or... I don't know, Quan, you're talking about memories which haven't happened yet. Could it be that you've... He kind of adopts a middle distance stare, slightly confused by what he's about to say. Already used it? How else would you remember something that has not yet come to pass? Are your memories trying to warn you of a future, perhaps, in which Fazul causes harm?
I hadn't considered that. Perhaps that's why none of you can touch it, because it doesn't actually exist anymore.
Yes, or it shouldn't
Doesn't exist anymore. How do you have it?
here, or... Gods, man. It's fucked up.
Gotta show you
I
that.
couldn't
Ah,
say,
yeah,
but
true.
what we do know for certain is that whether this is a memory or something that has not yet happened, we should be very careful, Casimir, in how we move forward. And you have our trust and our support, but you must choose the right path.
Well, no,
You must be wary. of Vazul.
I agree. Navara's prophecy said if I chose evil, the world would burn, which I do not want, and if I chose good, I'd be a wonderful and beloved leader. It's a fairly obvious choice for me. I would love to be loved. That sounds great. But I am very concerned for Fazul. I think he is very easy to manipulate. Malik showed that much. And he's on his own. I fear the longer we lead him, perhaps the more likely that future of yours is to come to pass.
Perhaps we help him to save him from himself rather than necessarily to help him in his endeavors.
Right. I agree. I don't want to be the reason, or us freeing Bane to be the reason that he ends up more fucked up than he was to begin with and harms you. So, well, we can set out on a mission to help, then. I think we can at least all get behind that, even if we like him to varying degrees.
And perhaps, Mercy, you can find any guidance if you are in contact with those within your order. I have no wish to keep this card a secret. I don't even really know what it is. If you said that your order is safekeeping it, and I have no intentions of using it.
For what it's worth, I think that whatever this thing is, it is inert. Prophetically speaking, because it no longer exerts any impact on the weave, as I see it, and I do not think I could misidentify it. It is as significant as a rock or a pen or a table. It is an object, yes, but it cannot be interacted with, as evidenced by only you can touch it. So I think the magical potency of this thing has been expended. And it is the provenance of this that I am more interested in. Because, as I have said, if it was given to you by the Lord of Justice, perhaps he intends for you to be guided to my home to make use of this thing there.
Perhaps. And he looks hopeful in that potential direction to, you know, this suggestion that their path could lead them to Mercy's home.
And perhaps that's a good point. For the door. To slam open,
Dear.
revealing your two guests. One of which walks in, Asfar first, looking around slightly fervently, who seems to suddenly notice you. Oh. You turned up again.
We seem to have a habit of doing that, don't we?
Oh,
Right.
that's fine. Good to see you again. How you been?
Likewise. In the past hour, fantastic.
Good to hear. Been up to anything interesting?
Exceedingly.
Awesome.
Would it perhaps be on account
What about
of
you?
that?
You all look slightly battle-weary. What happened down
Well-
here?
Well, I'm assuming the pyramid shaking has something to do with your exceedingly interesting hour. And probably to do with ours as well.
Enlighten.
We actually just discovered a interloper, one of the agents of Abaddon, intruding and spying on the library here, and we engaged in battle with this creature and defeated it.
Okay,
Yeah,
with
that's-
21 int, right? The
Mm.
pyramid, which belongs to Nefara? Question mark.
Yes.
Has just shook after she went off.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe
Does he-
he's put it. Does Asmar look like he's been fighting
Does he-
anything
yeah.
in the last hour?
Does he look like he's had a few spells?
Little
go off?
singe marks, maybe. Bit of ray of frost on
No.
his.
I will say with the 21 insight, both him and the thing are seen,
Pristine.
but like to a slightly suspicious level,
Right.
as if some care and attention has just been paid to that fact.
Well, we have just killed the Valsar, as we were bidden, and in doing so, left one of your opposition weakened.
As he looks at Casimir.
Fan looks at Casimir as well. And
At this point,
At this point, I put the
wearing-
plan together.
Yeah, at this point, the figure wearing crimson armor has kind of strode in, and perhaps without weapons, curiously, but you would recognize the armor as the one all of you found in the tomb.
Hello, hello again.
Wait. For points. You were dead.
Takes up his helmet.
I think you're still in. Describe him to us, please.
I would like you all to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
baby.
no. Is he
So
that
powerful,
hot?
this creature. He's so powerful. He's so
Oh no, I'm sad. I've rolled well. I want to fail.
Jamie, is this a charm effect?
It is a charm effect.
Add 4. Oh wait.
That doesn't make a difference. I completely bungled it.
25. Thanks to Quan's warm hug.
So, if you rolled under
Okay,
a
hang on. Wait a second. While you are conscious, friendly creatures, including you, cannot be charmed within 10 feet.
Okay,
Nice.
none of you are charmed.
Oh.
Nonetheless, the helmet removes. Last time you saw this figure stretched through, kind of, barely alive, breathing incredibly lightly, shallowly, like face not really recognized. The hair, the skin has regrown. The skin is still ashen pale, contrasting with crimson eyes. Sharp cheekbones, very aristocratic, cruel features, unsettlingly handsome, almost painfully so. Smiles sharp enough to cut glass. Hair slicked back, incredibly dark.
Oh.
There's something that flickers about that as a charm fails to take effect, and kind of the corpse you saw before for a single second is there,
Well, you look
as if this is some illusion or something that's coming back.
rather more hydrated.
Pleasure to see you again, my lord.
Oh yeah, we saw you back in the Hallowed
We saw him.
Hollow.
We saw him on the hill with the slave.
Yeah. How you been? You good?
He kind of like cricks his neck ever so slightly. I suppose I owe all of you, and he seems to still be talking hoarsely, as if he didn't use those muscles in a while. My sincere thanks for breaking the seal. Too long have I rested, and I'm disappointed in what has become of my kingdom. Thank you. I will soon set this place and the world to rights.
You are so welcome, Prince Zarnath. I just cannot resist breaking seals on tombs. I consider
was,
it a personal challenge and my deepest pleasure to solve such puzzles.
He kind of like waves his hand and turns to Asfar. It's not here. Look elsewhere. Asfar kind of turns around and goes.
So the lich that
That's
was
what I'm
too
looking
strong
for.
for us to fight is a little bitch boy for this guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Before as far goes, I'm just gonna say quickly. What are you looking for? We've been down here. We've been down here for a little while now. And a couple of times we might have seen it.
A book, perhaps.
Looks back to Midside and looks back and says, "There is an artifact of incredible necrotic energy that we believe is the source of what is keeping everybody here. And Zarnath has ancient knowledge of this place, and we believe if we were to dispose of it, this place would be free." Which, no matter how convincing that is, you will know is an absolute lie.
Okay, so it seems like he's bullshitting rather than he just doesn't know that we fixed that.
Yeah, no. He doesn't know you fixed it, and he's lying. But like, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. He's lying.
Oh, that's fun. That's funny.
Well, this is
Haven't
this
heard
is
of
the
it.
library, so probably if you're looking for artifacts as opposed to books, you'd probably wise to look elsewhere. Yes.
Lord Asfar,
Yes,
a moment, please. And he's gonna kind of
He looks at the prince, who nods to allow it.
he's gonna quickly stand aside the lich
Oh my god!
and say, Lord Asfar, first of all, we've actually already fixed and freed this place. Just for your future knowledge, I wouldn't go for that. I'm not going to pry. I'm not going to pry on your artifact. That's not my intention. We did, however, weaken Nefara for you. So if that boon could be forthcoming, please, we would be much appreciative.
Oh, you fucking brown nose.
Persuasion.
I like Nefara, but she's gone, guys.
She's dead.
It's
She's
pretty
dead.
good. It's pretty good. Persuasion. Oh, damn, it's not deception. 17.
You didn't need to tell him that we fucking fixed this place. But
No,
you're now
I
super
do.
involved in that.
I do. They want this.
They want the
My
artifact.
lord, they could be of assistance in the search. Zarnath looks down. Very well, do them what you will. And Asfar beckons for you to follow, all of you.
Gonna follow the evil lich. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
He's kind of like
What?
He throughout all of this, he has looked at each of you with an intense sense of hunger. Except when he looked at Fan, he probably in the 21 he looks slightly confused.
Prince Zarnath has been looking hungry at us
But not in a that
in a
way.
carnal way.
No.
We're so
hasn't eaten-
handsome. Kwan
You
and
are.
I in particular
You
are
are.
so handsome.
You are, and maybe if he was give him a week to rest, recuperate,
Yeah, okay.
eat,
Maybe
Okay.
he'll be
I
he'll
understand.
be there. But right now, food
Wait.
trumps everything.
Okay, so he's looking at us in a we look like snacks kind of
We
way.
Yeah, you feel
Yeah.
like
That
food.
doesn't
So
clarify
literal
anything.
snacks.
Amy,
Not
did we
kinda
see
a
him doing something on the hill? Did we get any inclination as to what was going on while we sort of waited for their ritual to be over?
No, you saw him wrapped in a cocoon of blood.
Yeah, of blood. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, thank you.
Where did that blood come
Can
from?
I try and insight why he looks
The servant.
confused when he looks at me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Insights.
When I
Your blood is
use,
stinky.
if I quickly use my Pod's eyes kind of glow green for a second. Is he?
You've
Is
looked
he?
at this creature
is he
before
undead?
like that. Yeah, they both are.
Is he still undead? Okay.
They both are. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, as far
Super
as I'm not gonna be surprised.
Super
by
undead.
them, but
Super.
Yeah.
undead.
What was your roll? Sorry.
5.
Fan?
No, I
Fan. 5. You're unsure. you maybe get a bit worried. It's because you're holding his weapons
I don't have them on me.
in the
They're
bag.
in
Sorry.
bottle
Oh no, the
roll.
bag. Oh,
Yeah,
fair.
hole.
Which Mercy has.
They're in a different dimension.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Danny's not sure. He just doesn't. He looks almost confused in like a perplexed, puzzled way at you, but not in any deeper than that, perhaps.
When like you see a new weirdly shaped fruit and you don't know what it's gonna taste like and you don't know what it is. Like that kind of
exactly
vibe.
what it is.
Has he not seen an Earth Ganassi before? Is he like?
Yeah. Not once.
It just doesn't like mud pie.
Wow.
What was the reason that Casimir? Why are we going with Asphalt?
Because Asfar promised us a hella boon if we helped him kill one of his lich enemies on the Lich Council. And to be fair, the ferryman was reasonably in support, saying that, it's not working the way it is, so if one of them dies, then
Okay, so we're going to get the boon.
we're going to get the boon.
Okay.
I'm mourning Nefara, but I will mourn her with treasure.
Sure.
So, we follow.
You're taken out, if you follow, to the spiral staircase. Go to the bottom. A couple more meters down. Asphalt turns around. Very well. What is it? What would you like?
Power. You have. I mean, you must have some artifacts or powerful things, wisdom to impart me.
May I advise you something else?
Is the advice a freebie?
Yes.
Please do advise us. I think we're in dire need.
My lord has returned, as was my goal of coming here. I am grateful, as I'm sure he will be. But I would advise that lingering here is unwise. Name a location, and I will send you there.
Oh,
Oh.
A free teleport.
I think we should probably take this offer, guys. I'm not gonna
Consider
lie.
it
I
That's
agree.
good. What's a good
your
one?
boon of not only transportation, but your lives.
I have the feeling that we may not have left Alarafa in a better state than we found it, but
No.
No, we have.
it's different.
did,
It's under,
you did,
under
you did,
new management,
You
as one
did.
could say.
You don't know what's going to happen here.
It's
There's
probably
nobody
a-
alive here.
It's probably a net neutral overall.
It was pretty shit to begin with.
Yeah, it's true. It was pretty.
And
fucking
if
bad. It couldn't
people
make it
don't
much
want to
worse.
stay here, now they can like freely leave. So if it
That's
really goes to shit,
true.
everyone can just.
And to
bounce.
clarify, all the undead, no blood. None.
Right.
True.
This place is
That's
probably
not
we
good.
have
That means I'll have to go somewhere else for
This is
blood.
Alarafa.
Archon's problem.
The actual city of Alarafa, probably not great. But also remember, Abaddon was when Valsar died, he told Abaddon to come here.
fuck.
So they might
He
just
did
fight
tell
each other. They might just keep each
true.
other occupied.
And
It's
Abaddon's-
Zonath versus Abaddon, and we sit with
Abaddon's-
Podcorn.
Good.
And we're escaping with the Dark Star as well, which
And his
Abaddon wants.
weapons.
Like,
And his weapons.
actually, this
And
is
Zonath.
so based.
Actually, now I've thought
This
about
is
this.
the
This
most
is
successful
this is the
heist.
perfect. This is the perfect heist.
It is. The guy we're
Should we offer him a
heisting is
bow on the
offering
way
us
out?
the way out.
Oh yeah. Offer Prince Zahn have the bow. Do it.
Here,
Wait, Aspar, take this to your
incredible-
lord.
Take this incredible bow of Talos.
No, we need that for other cons.
Do you need the break to discuss or where to go?
No, we'll probably
I think
where
we'll just
to
take
go.
it.
No, I think we know. I think we know where
I
we're
think-
gonna
Where,
go.
no,
I think
where
we
are
just
we
take
going? We
it.
don't know where we're going. But I think we will.
We're going to the Sunken Isles, aren't we?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are we
I
not?
thought that's.
Where do
Oh,
we
that's
want to
spicy.
go?
Oh, straight to the Sunken Isles.
I'm not
Oh, no,
mentally
sorry.
prepared for the Sunken Isles yet,
Okay.
boys.
Maybe
All right,
into
and go-
Valsala and
we
then
did-
we
we-
do some
We
scoping.
talked about
Yeah.
Pod's Village though, as a as a.
Oh, we're not going to use
interlude.
the teleport to go to Thugaloon, man. Like,
Why not?
Okay, remember, guys,
Thugaloon.
remember, I took
The middle of
teleportation
nowhere.
circle. So the teleportation
We-
circles that I have are Dominus and Vassala.
Did we want to go to the Flamebade Syndicate?
Well, Thezrin
After.
isn't there.
Yeah.
True.
Well, no, you don't know that.
Well, he said he
You were
wasn't at
quiet last
home.
You said he wasn't at home.
That was a while ago.
Like,
No, it wasn't.
it was a few days, wasn't it?
How long was that?
Well, a few days, sure.
I mean, the
But,
DM's
like,
telling us what it is.
Wait,
He could be like. Doesn't mean he's off continent, right?
Mm.
Kolinar.
Kolinar. Ooh.
He's in
Should
Poland.
go to Kolinar.
Okay. Yeah.
So what, we like drop by Thezrin's and give him info
No
on
copyright.
Abaddon?
Sorry, Sanderson.
We could do that.
That's kind of. Do we?
But then
wanna
I
go
can,
that way, or
but
do
then
we
I
wanna go
can
to
teleport
Thugaloon?
us to Dominus or Vassala after. So it would be. I think it's smart to use the teleport for a place that isn't one of those two locations.
Thugaloon.
Yeah.
It is the middle of nowhere.
So,
And-
do we know anything about where Thezrin is? Like, what is that place? Who's there? Like, what are risks?
I can.
Are we just teleporting into a fucking, like...
Actually, it might be good because then we get the teleportation circle there while we're there. I mean, it's the capital of the flame. What do we know about the Yeah, what do we know about Kolinar, DM?
Make your history checks.
Oh no.
Of all the places we could have gone, to DM like, shit.
19.
3.
Also 19.
Oh, wait, we all
Roll-
made
do you
one.
roll
Oh,
an
another natural 20.
What the hell is going
Tia
on?
has blessed this evening.
Yeah.
Did you kill a baby
Blessed
at the new year?
Whoa.
That
Sacrifice-
gives you-
sacrifice-
I wasn't aware that they gave
sacrifice
you luck.
No?
That does not make you
Oh,
roll
yeah.
good. I would like
I-
to emphasize that.
Don't
Wow,
think
we've never tried.
about killing babies giving you luck. I don't think that's a good answer.
Here on the
Advice.
D&D Boyband show, we do not advocate for killing
No,
babies.
no,
making the dice
no,
rolls.
no, no.
What about the infant?
Okay.
So,
Alright.
about my
Hold
history.
on a bit.
do I-
Just going through notes.
What? Squan with no memories knows everything
Wait.
about Kolinar. No, Alara will have told you. Alara told you
Yeah,
loads
you
of
had
shit about
history
Kolinar.
lessons.
Okay, yeah. I
Laura's
was gonna be
would
like,
not
did I
stop
waste my natural 20 on a fucking history roll where I know nothing?
Guys, maybe we could just teleport back to the Stormlight.
So what's interesting is Kolinar is. You know this because it stuck out to you. Even you, Quan, as uncertain or the weirdest city you've ever heard of. Many settlements in the Flamebade Syndicate are incredibly temporary. It's a place where the soil is incredibly fertile some parts of the year due to the proximity of volcanic ash to the regular eruptions that have seasons, but obviously then flood with lava the rest of the time. So many of the settlements pick up and move. And so their names are more the names of the tribes or the names of the general civilization that settle where they are. Kolinar, however, is not a traditional city of stone walls and towering spires. It is a vast, ever-moving caravan metropolis, traversing the landscape of scorched plains, volcanic plateaus, and ash-choked deserts, consisting of thousands of wheeled constructs, draconic war engines, luxurious silk-draped palanquins of the upper classes, pulled by beasts of burdens, enslaved dragons, and others, giants, all arranged in a sprawling serpentine formation, resembling a dragon's winding body. The city, divided into roughly 5 distinct centers, each representing one of Tiamat's chromatic's heads, black, red, green, blue, white, and ruled by a corresponding worm priest, each with their own houses, own structure. So when you're asking to teleport to Kolinar, you're basically being asked to teleport to its nearest, last known location.
And if we specified, like, the palanquin of Archon Thezrin,
you would certainly get close.
Yeah. Maybe we do need the break to talk about where the hell we're going.
Yeah.
There are 5 senators
Fuck.
within the city. The Chosen Tiamat, the Scaled Elite, the Servitors, the Faithful, and the Chattel.
The chattel? Oh man. Imagine you're in a city with like the servitors and the scaled elite and you are chattel.
And at the city's
Tell her
heart
that. I don't think I'll be very happy about it.
is the Great Moor. Sorry. A massive circular platform draped in black crimson banners where the Tournament of Scales is held yearly. And merely
When is that?
assembling its walls. What month is it now? We're like 3 months away, I think.
Hmm.
I'll double check the dates.
This place sounds so cool.
It is.
So why don't we take a break? We're back at 9:10. You can work out if you want to go here, because you won't land directly on the city. You will travel to it, but you'll travel near it certainly.
And there's our boat as
But
well.
there is a teleportation
guys.
circle there.
Right, so
You'll
it'd
be
good
leaving
to
your
pick
boat
it up.
behind, yeah.
I mean, I can send in whoever we've hired for the crew and tell them to meet us somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could also send in Cesrin for a precise location.
We're doing this right
Wait, no,
now,
I can't
right?
because I'm out of
I'm
spell
not
slots.
sure.
No, I can
You're out-
because I can blood magic ritual 30 of my HP away.
Who's that gonna kill you? Then?
Just 1 sec, Aspar, let me
Heal.
just...
Hey, what are you doing? Stop, criminal scum.
Alright, cool. 10 minutes time. Cool. We have some thinking to do. Sayonara.
I only want you. I'm loving what I see. I can't let you go. There's no way. I'm already still burning. So hold to me close. Now, baby, I do what I'm told. Still learning to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line. Yeah, you got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing. You're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, yeah. We could roll the dice. Act like you're surprised, but you already know. Oh yeah, got lucky overnight. Jackpot when I got the invite. Let me wrap my arms around you, 'cause I can't go home without you. And my heart just vibe with you, babe. Wanna go sky high with you, babe. Gotta bring you close to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. Cooler than cold, I'm all in. So load up the dice, so heavy. The way that you roll, I'm falling. So I never fall. I'm ready to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line. Yeah, you got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing. You're my lucky strike. Yeah. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, yeah. We could roll the dice. Yeah. Act like you surprised, but you already know. You're my lucky strike, and I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike, and I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike.
I know that you think it's so important to convince everyone else that you're not boring, but it's making me curiosity. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more. But you're not worth the time. You never put me up front 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Climbing up somebody else's ladder just to make yourself feel just a little bigger. I don't know if I've seen anything that's sadder. It's so hard to comprehend how you don't even understand. Stepping on me without even trying. Never seen somebody get so good at lying. It's impressive you don't spend all your time crying over all the ways you let me down. So many I could drown, but I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more. But you're not worth the time. You never put me up front 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Typical emotional, sensitive and cynical. Took my sanity and sent it up the wall. Typical emotional, it's so unoriginal. I gave you the best and you just took it all. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more. But you're not worth the time. You never put me up front 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Never put me up front 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night.
Nena loca, me tiene loco en la cabeza cuando me tocas. Siento que todo está bien, pero en verdad yo no sé si tú lo sientes también. Entonces quiero saber por qué desde que te vi yo vivo diferente. No me importa a mí lo que dice la gente, porque tú siempre la prendes candela. Te quiero a mi lado toda la vida, mi nena. La mano pegada y los pies en la arena. Pase lo que pase, baby, vale la pena. Ay, baby, yo te quiero. Es mentira todo lo que te dijeron. Sabes que mi amor por ti es verdadero. Yo te soy fiel, nena, yo te soy sincero. Juro que yo hago de todo pa' ti. Como rábame todo de ti. Y yo te doy todo de mí. Hay mujeres de todo pa' mí. Juro que yo hago de todo pa' ti. Como rábame todo de ti. Y yo te doy todo de mí. Hay mujeres de todo pa' mí. Desde que te vi yo vivo diferente. No me importa a mí lo que dice la gente, porque tú siempre la prendes candela. Te quiero a mi lado toda la vida, mi nena. La mano pegada y los pies en la arena. Pase lo que pase, baby, vale la pena. Yo no sé cómo lo hace, baby, déjame ser el que te complace. En mi mente corriendo base, me quedo contigo, pase lo que pase. Baby, espero que me ames, me tiene volando en el cielo como las aves. Ey, en el Bambinanes, todo un sueño el debo ya lo sabe. Juro que yo hago de todo pa' ti, como rábame todo de ti. Y yo te doy todo de mí, hay mujeres de todo pa' mí. Nena loca, me tiene loco en la cabeza cuando me tocas. Siento que todo está bien, pero en verdad yo no sé si tú lo sientes también. Entonces quiero
Still alive, let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, my break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never lack those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace trunks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door, she at the back row. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at the getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-four weight. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times. Live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my. Chandelier, limousines. Really think I'm seeing things. Read the line in mid-between. Yellow light, I gotta speed up. Get home to a cold shower. Need that pronto. Look like a rave at the condo. Heck of a night in Toronto. She said, boy, you in Morocco. Pearl white mention in the top gold. Fill up my cup with the pop, whoa. High off life in the spot, though. Running at the visa, really talking to a real life Mona Lisa. Jesus pieces hanging off the fleecer. So much going on, it's hard to focus on the features. I got too many, I'm going. Too crazy, and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times. Live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my, oh my. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
When you put your hand in my jacket, I'm thinking so irrational. You flew me international now. And we can spend hours reading the signals, but that's so unoriginal. What if we took this back to my house? Under all these lights, I gotta take a minute to calm down. But I feel like if I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. I don't wanna feel like we're wasting time. Tell me, should I go and call up a taxi? We can make out for a play in the backseat. Please tell me now how that all sounds. You can sleep in while I make breakfast, watch cartoons and talk about exes. And if you're happy, stick around. I just feel like this is worth the risk. I never felt a fire like this. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like
We are back.
Hi everybody, welcome back. You're all currently deciding where you're going to be teleported from to save you from the wrath of Zarnath. Or at least the gift of Zarnath.
So-
He likes us.
Sorry, Lord Aspar, we actually really hadn't thought about where we were going next at all, which is shocking. Give us a minute.
Group huddle.
Okay, boys.
Group huddle.
So what is it? I can do
Merely a
Varsala.
minute.
I can do Varsala and Dominus. That's no problem. I'm worried about Fazul, so I don't want to leave him for too long. In fact, I might haunt his dreams tonight, and play for time.
You haven't leveled up yet.
I'll haunt his dreams tomorrow night once we've leveled up and I've obtained the dream spell.
What the fuck are you talking about, Casimir?
Never mind. We could go and see Thesrin and tell him all the things we've learned about Abaddon and his war efforts and his homunculi monsters and whatever
And
else.
Bod just like cuts you off with
But
his
I-
eyes bright. He goes, "Oh, we could go to Thugaloon.
Yeah,
If we could go anywhere, then we could go there.
Wait.
It'll be safe, believe
That's
me."
right, Pod. We can go back to the village.
The
I-
first time he
I-
almost like agrees with him. He's like, "We
Why
could,
would
we
he-
could go back."
Why would we
And
go
stop
to
Khalid.
Well, because it's, I mean, well, you know, I've got to be honest. I'm a little bit, and he's kind of like shows he's got like a big laceration across his left arm. He's like, I get the feeling we should get out of here to a place that's kind of safe, you know?
By the way,
And what's the
your
worst thing that
higher-
could happen in
the
Thugaloon?
higher perception of you, the shield has changed. That it now has a skeletal arm holding a set of scales on it.
Damn.
Oh.
Do you know, I have taken a lot of books from Navarra's library, like a lot of books I've thieved. I could actually use some time to go through them, to be perfectly honest. It would be good to have a few days break to copy some spells out, perhaps, while you, I don't know, chew on leaves or whatever it is you plan on doing.
I
in your
can
house.
promise you there is nowhere better to relax and where nothing bad ever happens.
Apart from the mafia or whatever it is.
Oh,
your aunt or
it's
something.
been years. They're probably gone
But
by now. I wouldn't worry.
Didn't you say that your brother was killed in some quite intentional murderous circumstances?
Yes, and the
I
Creditors
mean,
Federation
yes,
is.
of course.
I was by Karin. Tell him.
I
tell
was,
him.
but I was, but there was kind of like, you know, a bit of a kind of, you know, family. Well, it wasn't good. I'm not going to pretend that it was good, but murder is really not very common at all where I come from. It's very rare, actually.
Okay.
Like maybe like
Okay.
once a generation.
Casimir,
Everybody
as
knows
long as
everybody.
you think that you can make it to Sacramar and the Sunken Isles in enough time, then we will not
You
object
leave.
to this.
You live sort to me.
You do.
We are friends.
You do have a copy of the gate spell still.
Yeah. And if it comes to it,
can pull the gate.
I can kidnap him, and I'm going to pull out the gate scroll if we're really desperate. And as far as
Pod now turns.
Mm.
Also, if you want to do something big with magic, there's lots of that weird stuff.
residual,
What weird
Oh,
stuff?
residual.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, the
loads
Creditors
of it.
What-
Federation are mining it, aren't they?
What
If you need
is
some of it,
the-
I'm sure there's plenty.
Okay, well,
residuum.
I think picking up some residuum is a very good idea. And if it's Thesrin, if I can haunt Fazul's dreams, I can haunt his brother's dreams as well. Maybe I can bring you all in. We can sort of do a little teleconference with the Archon.
What's
What is a teleconference?
Telepathic conference, obviously.
Oh, damn, that sounds so familiar.
Did you make this word
Well
up, Casimir?
played.
I did, I've
It's a
coined
cool
it.
word.
Do
I
you
like
like
that
it?
word.
Maybe I'll
It's,
rename
I like
Dream to
Dream.
teleconferencing suite
It's an
or something
interesting
like that.
conjunction.
Okay,
Let's see if
Edited,
it
like, I don't
takes
know.
off.
What else would you call it?
I don't know.
Team?
A team's call?
No,
Are
that's
we
you think, I
calling?
do that.
We're calling. A meeting?
What are you
Stop.
calling?
Stop.
We're calling on
Dream
Thesrin.
meeting?
Sorry, this is the second day back at work. Can we just?
You're right. We should zoom out this conversation.
Oh my god.
I can't
Okay.
think Google into this conversation well.
Do you know, it's completely rogue, but
Also,
it is completely
Google
rogue.
Hangouts.
But I actually think Thugaloon was bizarrely quite a good idea. There is the matter of our ship, but I can, tomorrow when I've rested, send a message to our hired crew. They could meet us somewhere. I'll check the map and we can think of somewhere that makes sense.
I mean, they
I just think
could
we
meet
could use
us
a
where the
couple of days
Creditors Federation.
We rest,
is
recuperate.
done this.
Oh, it's a Creditors Federation. It's a bunch of merchants. What are they going to do?
Would I know anything about the Creditors Federation, DM?
yeah.
What's
Pod
my
knows
info?
next to nothing about the Creditors Federation, by the way.
Creditors Federation serve as the main point of contact to the outside world. They are the traders who both bring goods and buy or sell the goods to the outside world from both the dwarf kingdoms and the many civilizations that exist beneath the limitless horizon. I would say you have a fairly poor opinion of them. They use that but not monopolistic power fairly brutally.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit uncomfortable going to the cradle so soon since I left, but I mean, if you can vouch for the place, Potter, maybe
I mean, barely anyone knows it exists.
the creditors are there, you say?
Ah, they're doing a few deals here and there. Nothing serious.
Okay, Pod, if we
would
drop
be
into
interested
open
in looking at
warfare,
what they're doing.
I'm going to
I
slap
mean,
you.
I'm gonna be honest. You're not gonna drop into open warfare.
We're not far from Abaddon's empire, though, boys. Remember that. Thugalum is not so far from the Crooked Smile.
This is true.
Which perhaps maybe Quan remembers. Is where Bran's gone.
Oh boy, we're going to be here for
The
like
one
a
who
month.
remembered
aren't we?
you
Wait.
previously. Was sorry?
He's not in Thugalone.
No, he's at the Crooked Smile.
Wait, is that near my homie home?
Yes.
So that's like to the south of the map, right?
Yeah. This is one preserve over. Significantly closer.
Well, there is the matter of Bran. I mean, we wouldn't be too far off, and perhaps actually, how long do I think that is that travel wise? I'm assuming if it's a preserve over, it's going to be like days of travel, actually.
Yeah, probably like 12, 13, 14 days land and
Uh,
sea travel.
Never
But
mind.
it's closer than here.
Is Thugalum the sort of place that would have a teleportation circle? Maybe if the Creditors Federation
Was
had
it?
been using
Unless
it.
the
It
creditors
wasn't.
have
It
one.
wasn't.
They may have
It
installed
wasn't
one.
when. Yeah, it wasn't when Pod last was there.
That could be
Several.
good.
How long ago was it, Pod, that you left?
I mean,
Several
maybe
years.
like a few years before the campaign even started. Yeah,
Okay.
like 4 or 5 years.
No, I think this is good. Pod, this is genius. Thugalum it is.
He looks surprised that you said that.
Let's fuck up your aunt and rest, all in the same breath. Okay,
Yeah, watch out for a glove, but other than that, it's all good.
a glove.
What
Yeah.
glove?
She had a glove and it two like fireballs.
Please, anyone can do a fireball. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll nod to the group and turn to Asfar and say, okay, I think we have a location decided. Thank you, Asfar. I was sort of hoping you could necromancer to necromancer give me some wisdom or boons to help me on my way, but if it is to be a teleport, then we would gladly take it.
I would advise it. The location, please.
Thugalum.
Pod confidently says, Thugalum! As if he knows where it is.
What the fuck is a Thugalum?
Yeah, does
Pod kind of pulls out of his pack like this like ratty map and he opens it up and he kind of points in
Oh
the
my
direction. It's like,
god.
it's like there, basically.
Cool. I'm gonna need you, Pod, to roll a
He
percentage
doesn't-
dice.
He doesn't know where Thugalum is.
He knows exactly where it is. It's just not marked on the map.
Asphalt
Like,
doesn't.
like his fat finger on like a ratty map is not a particularly
I'm gonna-
accurate pointer.
I'm gonna say that looking at the table, this is a description level attempt
Yeah.
at this.
Oh no.
He begins to
No.
describe it in quite like serious detail of like it's
We're about to
near
get
here, it's not far from a
dumped in the
riverbank.
Middle of the
There's a river
forest.
nearby, you know, there's a
Oh,
mountain that looks upon it, and,
description.
yeah, all sorts.
Fuck's sake.
So what? I'm rolling a percentage dice, yeah?
You are indeed.
Okay, all right, let's go.
No.
And in classic
Previously-
Wallfacer,
Is lower better?
No, higher is
No.
better.
Oh, okay.
You've rolled a 10. You've rolled a
Oh,
10 on a
I rolled
D100.
a 10.
So,
I rolled a 10.
you've diagonallied us.
You, no reason,
I may
for
have
no reason
died, Ali.
whatsoever. Could you roll 3d10?
No.
I think a lot of us might die. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I think I'll.
No, I actually can't die. With 31 HP, I can't die.
A 3d10, yeah.
As you
I rolled
teleport.
decently well, unfortunately. That's 17. Yeah.
Yeah, as you teleport, you are pushed to and fro by magical forces, and there is a time where you feel as if some hand has pushed on your head and you are being scraped along stone as you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage. And could you reroll for me, Esk?
Fucking lich
Sure.
teleports
Another
man.
D100, yeah? This guy's not
sorry?
very good at teleporting. This time it was a 63.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I'm just
better.
going to read the description of that.
It's above 50.
Oh god.
Could
Like,
you
if this
roll
if this is anything
two?
like
Could you
the
roll? Could you roll
rolls were so close.
2d10? Could you roll 2d10 for me?
Oh, we
no,
all
we're
took
gonna
17
die.
points of damage, right?
You all took 17 points of damage.
If this happens again, I'm then
So we're never
11.
teleporting again.
It's 11.
A 1-on-1.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it's 11. Not 1-on-1. It's 11.
8 and
isn't it?
3.
8 and 3.
Okay. So that second roll meant you were off target
Okay.
by the combination of those numbers multiplied. So you are 24% of the total distance traveled off target.
God.
Oh, that's
How
so
far did we
bad.
That's quite a
travel?
lot, is it not? That's a lot.
That's a
I'm just
quarter.
gonna do the
Eski.
maths
That's a quarter,
quickly.
That's quite a bit.
Oh.
I think that might be quite a bit. I think we might
Oh, let me
be
just
I think we
get
might be in the fucking sea,
Where?
boy.
Yeah, we might be in the sea.
the fucking bottom of the
Well,
ocean.
Oh my
It doesn't
gonna
say
just-
which.
God.
Doesn't say which direction we're off. It could
True.
be
No.
any direction.
No,
No,
just
no.
give me a second.
Just no.
No,
I'm gonna let's talk about.
We're not in
let's talk
Abaddon's
about-
Empire, are we? We
You
we
could
can't
be.
we can't
It's
be in
close.
Abaddon's Empire.
No. We're
Do
like-
we
Stop
do we
Abaddon's
roll a
Empire.
compass direction? Like
I'm thinking about making you roll a compass direction. Yeah, somebody
guys,
roll a
we
compass
can't
direction.
go to
someone
Abaddon's
else roll.
Empire.
0 to 1 to 25 is north, east, south,
What,
west.
should I just roll a d8?
D8, and then you have like
Just
north,
press this
northwest,
fine.
etc. 8
That's north.
North, east, southwest.
Yeah.
is in what's an 8? Is one north?
Oh,
is
it's
that, or is
either
that, that northwest?
it's either north
Eight-
or northwest.
I think northwest.
Yeah,
right?
eight. No, eight is yeah, northwest. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the last quadrant.
Okay, that's not so bad.
What else were
We're
we
on
rolling?
Geb's Bridge.
No. This is so you're 25%. Yeah.
Isn't that where the
Yeah.
ecclesiarchy were landing
Yeah.
to go invade Dominus?
Yeah.
It's like in the middle of a war.
Oh my god.
So we land in a camp full of paladins who all want to kill us
Oh, no!
as they prepare for the invasion of Dominus.
No.
They don't wanna kill
You've
us.
gone.
20, but it's
How
only
far have you
24%.
gone? I need to work this out.
Okay, I'm gonna get a
Give
ruler out.
me-
I'm gonna get a ruler out, boys.
Yeah. Sorry. Roll a d8. One is north. So yeah, this is a.
God.
You have rolled.
14.
How bad could it be?
It's pretty bad.
Sometimes it can be
We
really
are
bad.
3.5
worse,
centimeters northwest.
It could be worse.
Well,
Are
I
you
mean,
in the
yeah,
sea?
obviously.
It could
Yeah,
be
We're not in
worse.
the sea.
Yeah.
It could
We're
be
not in the
worse.
ocean in full
We
plate
are no,
armor.
we are actually on Geb's Bridge. We are bang on that little tower on it.
Very well.
3.5 centimeters northwest.
You're on the tower.
Yeah.
You're toing and froing. You emerge battered and bruised from the mishap of a teleport that has happened. And Pod, you're
I get the feeling you didn't
for
care
a
much.
single second, maybe you smell something familiar, and Fan, there is a moment of that whatever sense being here is that fills you with dread, and you look around, Pod, and you suspect that or hope that you're in the right location. You look around and you don't recognize almost any of this. As you are on a hill, slightly looking over a peninsula, like a small bridge of land between two gigantic continents, and you see hundreds of ships amassing here below you, a large fortress and city, each bearing the banners of the Immaculate Ecclesiarchy before you.
Is it just the ecclesiarchy?
It's even here.
Yeah, do we
They're
see
the
any
only
other
banners that remain
We don't see any Flame Blade
And you-
Syndicate, and we don't see any Sacramar.
Not as yet.
How curious.
You're on a
Pod.
hill, looking over this, and you perhaps take a second. And those of you looking at the fortress, looking around, I'd say with the basic history check, no, you don't even need to roll it. You were on Gebb's Bridge. That's your location. You are a couple of days' travel from Thugaloon.
Boys.
Guys, I don't mean to alarm you, but this is not
Fuck me
Thugaloon.
sideways. Yeah, you think, Pod.
Well, I don't know. You guys have never been there, so you know. I just thought I'd let you know. Right,
This,
you know where we are then?
this is Gebb's Bridge.
Yeah.
Gebb's Bridge.
And that is the army of the Immaculate Ecclesiarchy preparing to invade Dominus.
I guess we walk
That's-
away from Dominus then.
Yeah, that's none of our business. You know what? I was feeling like a nice naturey hike after being in the city of the dead for a while.
Which way is Dominus, by the way?
Yeah,
North.
I
North.
point towards Gebb's Bridge and I
Or
just.
maybe
yeah,
we
that
go
one.
south. I mean,
Yeah,
and he
but-
pulls out his little map and he's like, "Where are we?"
It's only 2 days? Is that right? To Thugaloon? It's quite far.
No, it's not 2 days.
If
it's
the
a couple
Crooked
of
Smile
days.
was 14 days, this is the same distance.
That's across sea as well.
Yeah.
How many miles is that? Sorry, I put a scale on the map. I'm just checking.
I don't have a scale
like-
on mine because I'm a bad map maker.
No, I do have on mine. My LPC at least. I think it's about 150 miles.
Oh, that's more than a couple. I think if you like the average walking pace is like 24 miles a day. At a push.
Wait a second.
What if we steal some of the Ecclesiarchy's horses?
That sounds like
Casimir says in character aloud. He's just staring out over the army, thinking about distances. We could perhaps commandeer some of their carts. They already want to hunt us down and kill us, so what's a bit of larceny?
What do you mean?
If they
Well,
want to
you
hard to
think-
stand and kill us, maybe we should just go the opposite direction.
And we ride
Yeah,
at
you
full
think
tilt.
going- You think going towards the group of people and alerting to our presence who want
Yeah,
to
they don't
kill
know
us.
that we're here.
It'll
Yeah.
They
take
have no
us.
reason to know that we're here.
It'll take us days to get there.
It's not that bad. It's almost like you've never done a hike before. It's not that far.
We did the Stormlands together, Pod. It's not about the hiking. It's about the time. It's
Well, time heals all wounds, is what.
not when you're
Someone once told me.
chasing after Bane in the Sunken Isles.
God pauses.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I found the map. It's.
That's not a good sound. I don't like that sound.
300 miles.
300
Bruh.
miles. Okay, if we move fast, we'll be at Thugaloon in 10 days.
10 days. That was the shittiest teleport on the planet. What on earth?
Casimir, do you have haste?
I do.
How long does haste last?
1 minute.
1 minute, right?
It's useless. I'm not getting far with
I've
that.
just run really quick for 1
Uh,
minute.
Listen, so that's a 10-day jaunt, which I'm all for, but I understand we're in a bit of a hurry here. So
10 days is a long time.
maybe I'm a little bit more open to stealing some horses. Or, you know, does it look like there's been a battle that's already happened down
No.
there? Okay.
So you'll remember that looking at the map, Gebb's Bridge is a natural mustering point, and it was also part of the Ecclesiarchy's deception that if you're sailing round, this is a land bridge. You do need to overcome it. So people need to disembark and ships need to go round. So it's not suspicious directly that the Ecclesiarchy are mustering here.
Fuck it, let's steal
Their
some
plan
horses.
clearly hasn't been engaged yet.
Even with horses. How quickly does one travel with horses?
I have a proposal, guys.
Okay.
And it's the escape proposal. We climb
Another
in
proposal.
to the portable hull, all of us except one person, who gets on the broom and carries us flying at whatever speed it is over
It's-
over in air, and then every 10 minutes or however long it takes to suffocate, we stop and land, and people
So-
get air again.
We don't need to escape, do we? We're on a hillside overlooking, but we're
I
not
just mean it-
surrounded
it
by
might-
them, right?
It might be quicker than horses.
So no, I think because you can move 30 on the flying broom, so that's
It's 50.
It's 50.
is it 50? Okay.
50
that's
feet per
still pretty
second.
good.
Is that with
And then
dashing?
Dashing is
that's just-
100.
100
is-
feet per second.
6
100 feet
seconds.
per 6 seconds. Can you
Yeah,
use your
6
bonus action
seconds
to dash
nuts.
as well, Mercy?
I technically
100 feet per second would be 70 miles an hour. I don't think it goes that fast, right?
No, 100 feet per second. Sorry, it's
Per
100
6
feet per
seconds.
6 seconds.
Yeah.
So how much is that then?
6
100
feet
like
per second.
That's about 10 miles an hour.
5 hours. No, 30 hours.
30 hours.
No.
That's like below the London.
No,
London
no,
speed
10,
limit.
yeah, 10 miles per hour.
It's a
30.
lime bike.
It's faster than walking.
So,
True. It's also the equivalent
You're
of taking a
proposing
fucking
that,
bicycle.
like when we flew down in the Silent Canyon to catch up to Valsar, we make people suffocate for a few minutes in the portable hole.
Not
we open
suffocate,
it
just
and we
hold
hope,
their breath.
We hope nobody has died, so every 2 minutes we make sure nobody has died, we let them breathe, catch their breath, and then we fly again for 2 minutes, and then we stop again.
Soon
So,
would that, how soon would
I
that
would
get
like you
us
to know
there?
that as a DM, you are all going to have some negative consequences for holding your breath for 3 to 4 minutes every
like 5
available
days.
moment for 5 days.
Serious brain damage.
I
Christ.
like rules as written. You might be correct. This is possible. I don't care.
And Casimir,
Actually,
keen
that brain
mind is
damage.
like, I mean, I could certainly time 2 minutes exactly. That wouldn't be a challenge, but
I think we steal horses.
I think
That
the
sounds-
horse idea is maybe the best. Yeah.
I think we
Yeah, I'm
teleport
on board
straight
with the
on.
horse idea.
We camp and leave.
I mean, that's also not a bad idea.
How long would it take with horses?
9 days.
Wouldn't it be
Oh.
like half
9
the
days on
half the
horses?
time? Because a
Right.
war horse's like speed is like double that of Human.
So it take around 15 days to walk 300 miles.
God damn.
9
Boys.
days. 8 to 9.
Fucking Asphalt. This is the worst boon imaginable. Nafara died for this?
This is a classic asphalt boon.
Yeah.
I can't
classic
believe it.
Asphalt. This is why we call him Asphalt behind his back.
Do you know what? I'm on board. Fuck Asphalt.
All that brown nosing Casimir, and this is what. it
I was
was.
brown nosing to get him on our side. We could not fight that lich then.
I mean, yeah, but he's clearly quite a terrible mage. So
He's not a very good teleporter.
Maybe we could have.
No, it's fine, Pod. I've walked here before. It doesn't take that long. It's just over there. And like nothing
Oh.
points.
and he kind of like whispers over. In our lifespans, it's not very long, but
Well, whose lifespan are you worried about?
well, anyone. Apart
Well,
from the Genesi, I guess.
no matter what, we have to rest. It's been a very, very, very long day, so let's camp, let's sleep. Somewhere safe and not in the Ecclesiarchy's eye line. I mean, gosh, we've not rested since we left Alarafa. And in that time we've met liches, fought Valsar. No, I'm very tired. And maybe once we've slept, we'll reopen this issue of travel in one direction or another. How easy do we think it would be, DM, to rest in a way that would not be in sight of the Ecclesiarchy?
You're on a hill outlooking it, but far enough away that going down the other side, they have scouts, they have watchlers, but they're not in the same way that it's natural they've been here. They're acting like it's natural. They're not on a defensive. This is friendly territory for them.
Yeah.
So
not
moving
worried
slightly
about
further back, looking away, who knows who you are? Would even the ones you met merely 2 or 3 days ago in Alarafa have time to communicate that your issues? Probably not.
True.
Taking
True.
time, you think you're just travelers. You take a couple of steps back. It's getting towards the evening anyway. You set up camp. You evaluate. You curse Asfar's name, and you evaluate your options and consider the events of the past few days.
Yeah, I think maybe this is the first time also with the spell scrolls from Alarafa, so I think having some downtime in camp, I'll start passing through all that shit. Yeah, either copying spells or if I think there's more to be gained from these naughty ritual tomes or whatever was looted from the library, I'll be poring over them.
I don't expect to be back in the Cradle of Eternity so soon. Can I just want to inspect what they're doing, like the position of their scouts, how far they're going out, their encampment, just out of curiosity.
Sure. Make a, I would say, survival check more than stealth. You're not necessarily being hidden.
Okay. So like 17.
17. This is the very early formations of such. You know it's been probably a month and a bit since this war even began, or as such. So these are looking through. These are the most professional of them. You remember that in Alarafa, whilst you were heisting the ziggurat, there were talks of conscripts. They haven't arrived yet. The few people you do see, the scouts you are following meticulous patterns. Wherever within eyesight, they've traced kind of the skyline. They move around to check whatever would not be visible from the encampment. The encampment has been efficiently set up, but there's no luxury. There are only boats coming from one side. You imagine that can still be distinguished as coming round from the other side. They're sailing around Great Atuin to come from the other side and pick up them, or at least that's perhaps what the Ecclesiarchy is saying. The encampments are professional, efficient, and well maintained, and well drilled. You see soldiers training regularly throughout the time you're watching them, and they are well supplied. Armor, well polished, weapons, well maintained, just various food and meals being prepared, horses as well, kept in stables that have been hastily constructed slightly further away from the encampment. You get the sense that whatever aspect of the Ecclesiarchy's military, this is the spearhead, the vanguard, the professional element.
Okay.
And no expense has been spared. They are fine horses.
Cool. How far away is this encampment from us?
A few miles.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I'd say two miles. From where you started, from where you eventually set camp, 4 or 5.
Already like
Yeah.
5% of the way there.
Once everyone is doing their own thing in the evening, and I'll let people kind of decide what they want to do, but I want to try something.
I'm
Okay.
way too tired after all the fighting and shit, so Casimir is like lying in his sleeping bag, trying his best to read. But he looks pretty dead and is like falling asleep every minute.
Quan also
As-
looks very tired, so Quan will not be engaging in any shenanigans tonight.
Imagine Mercy's pretty exhausted given your HP level.
Pretty tired, but if everyone's going to sleep immediately, Mercy will take like the first watch.
And Pod.
What is in like what watch am I taking? Or
No, it's what would you do? Would you even bother with a watch? Others clearly aren't too bothered.
I mean, no, he probably feels quite safe around this area. To be honest, I mean, like he'll keep an eye out. I mean, if you know, I mean, the ecclesiarchy is obviously like a threat. They're unusual, so he would be. a little
Well,
bit
the
on edge in that
ecclesiarchy
sense.
are a... You perhaps would have spoken about this, but you would all be aware that most people in the ecclesiarchy have no idea who you are, despite the leadership perhaps knowing, especially given the short amount of time since your interaction with them.
That's true. Why would we be here of all places? Like that's absurd. Like we can just pretend to be other people, and also they only remember Sir Podrick, not Pod. So he probably feels okay. Yeah. I think honestly, after all his wounds and being tossed around in a teleport and everything else, and having literally basically 2 spell slots left, he's probably ready to like go to bed with a very very loud snore.
I'll take first watch with Mercy, and that's when I want to
Okay.
try my thing. I'll just be chatting with Mercy to start with. No,
Sorry, before you go on, DM, would we have any reason to think that the ecclesiarchy might have some form of fast travel opportunities? Like any scrolls or anything that would perhaps be guarded but available for use?
That's smart.
So, the ecclesiarchy, you can make a history check if Alara would have showed you anything, as can anybody else.
But also,
Nice.
like, I'm not just asking about the ecclesiarchy, I'm knowing as well, like, I'm asking knowing what the goals of the higher-ups had from what we understand having interacted with them.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
Do right, Jamie, and Mercy would know that, right? Like like they deploy people and creatures magically at times, right?
But the
So
ecclesiarchy are like a bit anti-mage, aren't they?
they are anti-mage, but I guess it just I don't know, maybe
This
not.
is a roll.
What did you roll, Si?
a 19.
Let's go.
Wow, stop. Yeah, we need to end the session quite quickly so that Si can stop breaking my game.
Look, I deal with years of rolling like shit and can't
Yeah, it's
interact with the
true.
game. Grant me this fucking one day.
Let her have this
Okay?
night.
Yes. A combination of either scrolls or mages who are treated as lower caste citizens. The arcane from League of
Okay,
Legends,
mention.
and also and its study is not illegal. It's carefully controlled and administered via the ecclesiarchy. It is preferred for a religious, someone who channels religious magic, be it a paladin, be it a cleric, be it a priest, to use a scroll poorly than it is for a mage to naturally develop their talents. En masse, no. Individuals, for quick travel, absolutely. You imagine that the general, or potentially some of their proteges or understudies, and as protection, there would be quick, fast ways of travel and communicating within this camp, naturally. However, it wouldn't be available, obviously, to general soldiers, and finding a mage that's possible within it, that mage would probably be under quite close confinement. So,
Never mind. I just have no
So-
idea. Please continue.
okay, that's fine. The ecclesiarchy frowns upon the use of the arcane. It is not illegal, but it is carefully controlled.
Kazma is lying in his bed sack, and his eyes snap open and he sits up. And he says, "A giant eagle. If I can become a giant cat, I could turn into a giant eagle. You could ride me. It would only be for an hour, but I think I could fly really quite fast." Yeah, but how many people can a giant eagle carry?
What's
If
the
one is
strength? It's only
towed,
16.
if one person is towed on a flying broomstick behind, it is 80 foot, and dashing is 160
God,
feet.
80. That is quick.
So that's
It's
30 foot per
How many-
second.
yeah. So how many feet is that per minute and per hour?
Polymorph is an hour. So
1,600 feet per minute is 18 miles an hour.
Ugh.
We're 300 miles away.
It's not that fast when you think, like, that's crazy low. Like,
Wait,
is that right?
is that right? So 30 foot per second. So 30
That
times
can't be.
60.
It's not.
It's 1,800 foot per minute times another 60 for the hour is
many foot?
108,000 feet. 108,000 feet
20 miles per hour.
in miles. It's 20 miles an hour. That doesn't feel very good. And he's
No,
like doing
that
the
doesn't
maths
feel
out
very
loud,
good.
and he goes, and it's 20.45 miles an hour. No.
It's 15 hours you need to do that for.
And I have how many spell slots? How many spell slots? How many spell slots?
2 or 3.
And a fifth. I know I have 4, so I could have 4
15
hours a
is
day.
not that bad.
So in one day I could cover 80 miles. For 4 hours. He's just muttering to himself. So
Would you
we
be able
could
to
do
take
it.
all of us though?
Well,
There's 4 of us, right?
maybe
And all
then,
I'm here.
but we have a broom of flying, and we could tie it to one of my birdie ankles, and I could tow you like a tugboat, right? I mean, it's not that much extra weight, and possibly, I don't know. Can you guys do any wind magic or something? Would speed me up. Mercy, didn't you buy something for the boat to make it go fast? Favorable winds or something?
Yes, I will check in. I did buy a number of magical knickknacks. I will check in the hole.
Because perhaps then, I mean, it's 4 days. If I'm a bird for 4 hours of them. Less than if we make up the rest walking. Huh. Maybe it's not so bad. Just kind of lie back down quietly. And just muttering to himself, I don't really know if I want to be a bird. Can't be so bad. You'll need to tell me where to go.
Okay.
What do you have, Mercy? Do you have good shit?
What is this? Token.
I think I have any other useful spells.
Fan's gonna start, like, make his way towards the encampment.
Oh god.
Oh goddamn!
You do have a thing, right? What is it? Read it out, Ben.
Mercy goes into the vaultable hole and pulls out a feather, I guess, just like a big feather, and they say, well, this was a token that I purchased from one of the vendor of magical items in Rafa, and he told me that if I throw it and say some magic words, it turns into a giant bird.
Casimir, who's like gone half asleep again, sits up again and he's like, what, seriously?
A bird!
You have your own giant
Let's make
bird.
it up.
What does it do?
It was.
Well, it flies, clearly, but-
I don't know.
Is it a one-time thing?
I think so. Yes.
How long for?
I don't know.
You, okay.
I paid like 3,000 gold for this. So
And you don't know what it does?
Wait, 3,000 gold.
You pay 3,000 gold for a feather that will just become a bird, and you don't know what the bird will do or how long it will
I
be
think
a
it's
bird
a I
for.
think it's a large bird. I think it's a large bird, and
Is it a
I think
rideable bird, Mercy?
I think it is a rideable bird, and apparently it is friendly though. I was told it was friendly. The bird was friendly. I could tell it what to do, or anyone actually. It doesn't have to be me, but.
So you can summon a friendly rideable bird for an indeterminate length
Well,
of
I
time.
don't know. I think so. I'm not.
The bird has the statistics of a rock. Sorry, hang on.
Yeah. You can't attack though. You can't attack.
What?
It has a
Can't
maximum of
attack.
144 miles per day. So 2 days to get there.
I think our problem's solved.
Wait, you just
by the
sitting on
magic fucking Deus Ex giant
I
bird.
forgot I had
What?
this actually.
You have a giant bird in your portal.
You spend 3 grand and then forget about it.
I put it.
That's so based.
I put it in the. There was a lot of. I think we were in a hurry to reach the Silent Canyon. I put it in the portable hole. There's lots of things in the portable hole, so I didn't mention
What
it.
else
It
is
is
in the portable
inappropriate.
hole then?
Well, there's all
What else
sorts
do
of
you
things.
have?
And
I
there's
mean-
basically just like a pile of like magic crap. Like all my inventories in there.
What the
Mercy is an
fuck,
actual Batman.
Mercy?
Magic crab.
I mean, this is
Just check
perfect.
his utility bag.
Yeah, it's a bit of a utility bag. I guess got some other
How
stuff
With
in
it,
there.
with this,
How
with
much-
Question sign.
How much gold did we receive again
So much.
for
We
context?
got like
500,000
we got like
plus.
I think we
We
got like
calculated it somewhere.
115,000 each. Yeah.
Okay, so but that's still a lot of money. Okay,
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
thank you.
It was a lot of money.
it was an ancient dragon.
Yeah. It was a lot of money.
Which we beat completely legitimately.
Fair and square.
Fair and square.
Fair
Fair
and
as fair
square.
can be,
No
one
new
could say,
teasing
honestly.
happened whatsoever.
But,
Well-
Dan, with that knowledge, were you intending to steal horses, or has that now been solved?
No,
I
no, I'm
mean,
going. I left before.
can the horses
Mercy
be
revealed
carried
it.
yeah, I
by
didn't
the-
tell. I didn't mention this because I'd forgotten about it until now. So
I've gone down. I'm probably not planning to steal any horses, but yeah, I'm going down.
Dan, what are you up to?
I'm just gonna like approach the encampment and talk to the nearest guy that is available to talk to.
Okay. You approach,
just-
and there's a helmeted figure wearing a kind of the army of ecclesiarchy, holding a spear. Stop! Who goes there?
Oh.
Hail.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got a bit lost. The name's Faniswa Tlin Orza. I'm from Garnock's Hold, and I was actually looking for a village where I got lost on the way, and I ended up obviously at Gebsbridge, where you all are. I was wondering, obviously I'm way off where I need to be, but I was wondering if I might be able to buy some horses from you, or some way of getting further in continent. I can pay, I can barter. You guys are clearly got something going on over here.
Well, none of our war horses are available, sir, but naturally merchants come in and out. There are some on the other side of the bridge. We could escort you through to them, or bring you back a merchant who would deal in such things. Would either
Yeah.
suit you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull out 10 gold and shake his hand and put 10 gold into his hand. If you could bring one over to me as soon as you can, man, I'd appreciate it a lot.
Well, I won't be abandoning my post, but I can certainly kind of beckons over for somebody to follow. Certainly send for somebody. How many horses would you be looking for?
5 in total, please.
5. Pretty well. I just look somebody who disappears off into camp.
So the rock can
Does it-
hold the horse.
we put the horses in the portable hole.
No, they'll
No, they will die.
I-
They will be-
lash
and-
the horses
and they will be
along.
horse
And then we
jerky.
And then we can eat them.
One
Make some
question.
glue.
While your man's gone to get me a merchant, I'm gonna
Yes.
pull out one of the fire elemental rune stones with the broken anvil with a hammer sigil on it. And I'll show it to him. And I'll be like, "Don't suppose you recognize this symbol, do you? It's it's associated with a group of troublemakers here on the Cradle of Eternity. I would
Make a persuasion test. Check.
Okay. Persuasion. Should be rolling like ass today. 22. I'll take that.
Not aware directly, below my pay grade, but saw them and a representative of the somebody bearing the sigil and a representative of the Creditors Federation enter the captain's quarters merely 2 days ago.
Oh.
Has it left
Someone bearing the crest has went into the captain's tent.
Yes, envoys. Understandable.
I know.
Two separate people, just to be clarified. One with this, second one of the Creditors Federation.
I see. Don't suppose. I mean, I'm not telling you how to do, how you should be conducting yourselves here, but they are known troublemakers, and I'm familiar with their activities in the Cradle of Eternity. May I have a quick word with your captain about them?
Certainly, of course. Your name again. Sorry.
Francois. Tlin.
Francois. What's that? Kind of like makes a note. It's relatively late. If you could return in the morning, I'm sure the captain will see you then. Unless this is worth waking him up about now.
Yes, you see, I actually pulled this stone from some rampant fire elementals that were causing a lot of damage. And not for nothing, guardsman, but your camps seem rather flammable.
A moment, please. And he goes off. Five, 10 minutes goes past, and he returns. He's slightly upset at being disturbed, but for a military man, it's not uncommon. Please.
I'll go with him, yeah.
Yeah. Working through the camps is make a perception check.
Yeah. 13.
Obviously it's dark. It's getting through there. 13. It's quite like everything here is quite hastily thrown together. You don't imagine they've been here long. No more than a couple of weeks. Which obviously is 12 days here. The men confirming what you understood. None of them look new to battle or warfare. Maybe a couple of understudies, but nonetheless, the majority of people here, you've seen the look in their eyes. They're used to battle. And nothing here is constructed to last. It's all supposed to come down almost as quickly as it came up. And you, as an outsider, or somebody walking through, you aren't really paid attention to. They're used to people coming and going.
Okay.
Sure. As you walk in to kind of a central command tent, a bit larger than the others, a man kind of sat down wearing robes, comfortable silk robes you imagine he'd sleep in. Kind of stands up and turns around and relatively imposing figure, almost 7 foot tall. Alabaster skin, shimmers ever so faintly, eyes ablaze, blue, celestial fire, and kind of tucks in wings ever so slightly. Vanassois, was it? Sorry.
That's me. Sorry for calling so late. Or,
No, I'm sure it's important. Yeah, my man, Edric, told me you had something of importance to do with our visitors.
Yes, the one bearing one of these sigils. I can hold the rune up to show him. Sorry, I get your
Yes,
name, Captain.
them. Why did my notes just minimize? Sepharissa, I think. Sorry, Sephariel.
Captain Sephriel. Vanassois of Garnock's Hold.
A pleasure, I'm sure.
Yeah, not really. I, due to some circumstances, was recently in Alarafa, and I'm talking to your guardsman out there, Edric. He said the 2 men entered, one from the Creditors of Federation, and one bearing one of these sigils into your tent a few days ago. May I ask what you discussed with them?
Certainly, it's not exactly confidential. They simply wanted to be certain that trade, whatever kind it was not going to be restricted during our presence. Mercenaries, as such as the Federation are, they wanted to ensure that their supply of residium, whatever else passes through here, was not going to be halted, raided, or looted by our army. I was frankly insulted by the suggestion. Merely their goods will be inspected to ensure that nothing untoward is occurring.
Absolutely. I've seen the caliber of your men out there. They all look very fit for battle. Nothing untoward was said by the person who bore this sigil then, because recently some extenuating circumstances had me in Alarafa, where several of these stones were animating some rogue fire elementals that attacked me and my cohorts. And they're known, not quite a rebellion faction, but rather not quite bandits either, but rather troublemakers across the continent. So I was just, as well as looking to do some trade, coming to give some friendly advice to be careful. And if you know where they went or you knew their name, I'd appreciate the information being relayed to me.
I was introduced to them as Alis.
Alis.
Trying to remember. They said something pretentious of the Ember Mall. I doubt that that's their actual name. I was introduced to them as a member of the Unbound Flame. I believe the Creditors Federation have aligned themselves to them recently and are working with them in these lands. They were quiet for the meeting.
Did they mention where they were going afterwards? Were they going back into the Cradle, or were they going forward to Dominus?
They were returning to the Cradle, presumably to ensure these caravans they were so dead set on ensuring safety began their journey.
I see. Well, I'm glad that they seem to be cooperative with you and that nothing untoward happened with them. Thank you. I don't want to trouble you further. You have a water wage, a very interesting business.
Defense of Lukai obviously rests for nobody. You are clearly a fighting stock. Why have you not planned to defend?
I do my own work. I've actually, done a little bit myself. I've out in the world run into a couple of Abaddon's infiltrating forces. Here's a quick tip for you. If you can encounter any particular weird ones, they have inside them a golden cage that houses some sort of extra-planar creature. If you manage to remove that from their bodies, then they fade away.
Come on, tell me your tale and make a persuasion check.
Yeah. I still have the golden cage on me, so that had Graxia.
Mhm.
So I'll produce that and like put it on the table, and I'll sit down with him. Persuasion.
You can have advantage actually.
Nice. Love to hear it. 'Cause I've been rolling like ass. Huh? Nat 20, 23.
That's funny. You spend a decent amount of the time discussing your particular incidents of Abaddon, and regardless of the fact that he's not necessarily walking there, he's interested and engaged, and not necessarily maybe a friend, but this captain of this encampment and commander as such of this army will certainly remember you and will probably grant you an audience or be willing to at least hear you out should anything occur, as perhaps in the early hours of the morning you return to the camp. And obviously you impart some knowledge as to them.
I'll leave the golden cage with him as well, so he can have some knowledge of it, because we've got another one with the horses in it.
Oh, the empty one. Okay.
You can certainly count the captain as somebody who you have aided and not necessarily trust, but as I said, is aware of you.
Also, we can scry on the cage later to see what he's up to. Cool.
Suspicious.
Yeah,
Returning back.
I'll meet with the merchant, and I'll buy 5 horses off of him if.
Okay, it's about.
horse
I did
meat.
look this up. Yeah, I did look this up. Where is it? For riding horses, it's about 50 gold pieces per horse.
What about eating?
So
horses?
250.
No.
I'll pay him. I'll pay him for the 5 horses.
250 horses. As Than returns with a meeting, as maybe you've all slept and you can all level, including Than.
Thank God.
The long rest happens. You all close. You wake up. You can share the details of your plan. Than returning, slightly sauced from the wine of the captain and a long night of drinking with the men.
Oh, what?
Guys,
with five
guys,
horses.
Why do you
in
smell of
tow.
horse then? Why do I hear horses?
What do you mean? Why I smell of horse? Look, I point gesture to the 5 horses I have in tow.
Then
I got us horses.
we're going to fly to Thugaloom on a rainbow bird.
What? What do you mean?
Mercy
Did you?
Mercy had a. Oh, give me a second.
Mercy has
I'm
a
not a
magic
morning person. He has a feather that makes a giant bird. Or something.
Is it Casimir isn't hungover or something, Mercy? Is that right?
Well, that is, yes, what I was told it would do, and I have no reason to think otherwise.
Oh.
I'm very sorry. I see I've obtained some horses. I hope you didn't go to too much trouble to acquire them.
No. It's good. Well, flying sounds very exciting.
Maybe the bird
able-
could carry the horses in its talons. I
Or-
mean, if it's a very big bird, it could.
But perhaps you could get a refund?
He did tell me no refunds when I bought them, which I did find a little suspicious at the time. But
Why don't we just ask the horses what they want to do?
can you ask them?
Oh, yeah, of course. I might need a DM for this. not going to assume what they'll
Yeah,
say.
your best horse voice, please.
Your best horse voice.
Best horse voice.
You may start talking to the
No,
horses.
I am a horse.
Sorry,
I
Jess
want
was
to
just
use
going to
my feet, my racial speech of beast and leaf. You can communicate in a limited manner with beasts, plants, and vegetation. They can understand your words.
in a limited manner.
Yeah. You can use your advantage. You have advantage on all charisma checks to influence them.
Sure.
Very important.
What would you like to infer?
I'd like to
these
ask the
creatures?
horses. I mean, I will tell the horses that we're planning on traveling to Thugaloo by bird, and what would they like to do? Would they like to come with us, or something else?
You communicate quite advanced concepts to these horses' brains. Are they, in the limited capacity that you have, chomping on grass as they do, they just want to be safe and they want to be fed.
Yeah, I guess Pod turns back to the group. They're happy here, to be honest.
All right, let's cut their bridles and just leave them here on the hill.
They're not
Yeah.
service animals. They don't long for human approval.
Long for the mines.
Into the
Yeah.
mine.
I'll just cut their bridles off them and be like, well, bye horses. It was real.
They kind of like step a little bit. You imagine there's like this moment where they'd run free, but they just kind of shuffle a little bit off and start eating grass.
Right. Boys, our ship, should I have it? It will be a long time before it arrives, but have it start its passage to where? Vassala via, I suppose, Dragonport is on the way.
What's the nearest major port?
It's a long way up. It's the whole way up Alarafa and the Dead's Journey, and then north to Dragonport, which is the Flameblade Syndicate, the tip of it, and then into Vassala.
I guess probably best to tell them to make their way.
Mm.
We'll be needing you. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
See you when you get there.
Is there anything I could tell them to do, like carry some trade goods so we make some money or something from this trip?
Did you give them funds to buy such goods, or do you have all the funds on you?
Did we leave any money in the bank in Alarafa?
We went. I was thinking like most of the money is at the bank, right?
Some of the money is at the bank.
Okay.
Do we want to give our hired thug that we don't have a name for access to our bank of like hundreds of thousands of gold?
I can give you a name, and I can give you a crew.
Do we trust them? Do we like them?
Did
I
you
assume
spend
we-
enough time interviewing them and working with them,
We
or
spent
did
a
you just
day.
hire whoever?
We spent a
We
day.
spent a day.
That's
If
not a
that.
lot of time.
All right, we'll just fund the passage, and then we can sort them out when we're in a port with them. Okay.
Oh well.
I will tell them to make haste for Vassala via Dragonport.
Cool.
Otherwise, you're gonna make 2 days travel to Thugaloo, correct? Have you all leveled, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I do now.
So the bird can only do us one day.
I can do 90 miles as a giant bird once the bird is tired.
So that would get us to 230 miles. 200 like.
And then the
34
third
miles.
day,
So
we arrive on the
3
third day.
days.
3 days travel.
Yeah.
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 And I think that means
So
I can
I was-
drop a spell slot for Dream, because I do want to try and play for time with Fazul.
Can the rock carry us?
Oh yeah.
The rock is fucking huge.
The rock.
£1,000.
Okay. We're not £1,000, right?
You're close.
Are we?
One person, one big person, is about £200.
Oh God.
Well, I'm a small
One.
person.
Could you guys take off all your armor?
We can put
Dude,
one.
I'm not the biggest person here.
Well, we need to
Like,
carry.
That's a
it.
very, that's a very forward request, honestly.
And
Wait.
and Than.
We can
like,
tow
they're
both.
Dan's bigger than
I'm-
you?
I'm
Only one male.
270. I'm 270 pounds.
We can
I'm
towboat
pretty
someone on the broom flying behind us.
Without, I will say that between the broom and maybe not wearing as much armor, the bird can carry
But
you.
can I? Actually, this is more of a question. Can I carry the party? Because if the rock is struggling, I
giant
can't do
eagle.
it.
Well,
The
Yeah,
rock
no.
is massive versus what a giant
it's
eagle
1,000
is.
pounds. Well, 1,000 pounds is the limit as outlined in the spell or item.
That's insane. Okay, so I can't be an eagle.
Is that you can't? What is the
Well, I
carry
can't carry the
capacity?
party. I don't know.
You can't carry the party.
How? I have
Why
no
don't-
idea.
why don't we horse half the way initially, and then we
Yeah.
walk the rest of
But
the way?
horsing takes ages. We're saving ourselves half the trip, but it's still 4 or 5 days. I guess.
It's 5 days is what it would take you if you did the horses and eagle combo. Oh, sorry, rock combo.
It's not the worst, but
I mean,
I don't suppose we
I
have
guess
much
can't
choice, do
carry.
we? We either
No,
abandon
not
this whole scheme and move straight on, or we do this.
you could probably carry like
480
2 people on
pounds.
max.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then one person's on a broom. So we'll put Than on the broom. Then it's Mercy, Quan, Pod on me. Maybe it's doable. Mercy can like changeling into a gnome or something small.
Yeah, I can know him into
We
something.
can put our
into
armor in
something-
bag of holding and
True.
stuff.
No,
Yeah.
true. It's probably about okay. Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
we make the eagle work?
We can make
3
the eagle
days.
work. 3 days.
3
3
days.
days.
Cool.
Cool. Nice.
Okay, we'll mark off.
So I'll say 3 days with 1 day where you're casting Dream. Are you doing it first or are you doing it towards the end?
First, I'm nervous about it. I'll probably do it on the rock day because
First day, you rock. You soar through the air. You see the expanse of the Cradle of Eternity before you. You watch, even on the horizon, even now, the mountains, thousands of miles far. But nonetheless, they reach up. You see the forest approaching, and you see the various outlines of the sea and the hills, which Pod calls home. And I would say it takes you to the edge of the forest on the map on your first day of travel. As you set up and make camp again.
I just want to
Casimir,
say
you should probably
that
warn the
Qual's-
party about what you're about to do.
Qual's feather token, can I just say, specifies it's a rainbow bird. So you know when like Ash Ketchum in episode 1 of Pokemon sees Ho-Oh
Sees how
Ho-Oh.
flying over the rainbow?
Which-
Somebody sees us fly over a rainbow.
Which
wing our
justifies the
Ho-Oh.
entire
We start a
series
small
because you can make a wish on the bird when you see
Yeah.
it, and he wishes to never grow up. So
Yeah.
that's why this whole
Somebody-
series works.
Somebody
He's in a
saw
coma.
Ho-Oh, and yeah, we've granted wishes today. Anyway,
Uh,
yeah, I mean, I would have told the party that my plan was to try and use Dream to try and get him to stop whatever mad schemes he's at, go into the Sunken Isles, and at least either wait for us or something.
So, all of you, unless you want to ask Casimir any clarifying questions, we'll move to the dream. But all of you have an opportunity to talk to Casimir about what the hell that means, maybe.
Yeah. Casimir. What the fuck?
What do you mean, what the
You're
fuck?
gonna like.
I mean, as
well,
in, how do you
what-
invade someone's dreams?
Yeah,
Oh.
that feels like oddly. That feels like a breach of privacy. I'm
Well,
not
it
gonna
does,
lie.
doesn't it? But desperate times and desperate measures, and we are at least close, so... if he tells me to fuck off, I'll listen eventually.
No, you won't.
But not without a fight, because, as mentioned, I don't want to be the reason that he becomes Bane's servant. So, I'll do my best.
Well, can we
Besides,
come with you?
you could do that. Maybe I will scope out the vibe first.
Yeah, sure.
We can do
See.
nightly hangouts if it seems he's in good spirits and amenable to
I mean,
company.
surely if he wants to,
Yes.
we probably shouldn't force him if he doesn't
No,
want to.
no. Okay. Well, I will sit here in a dreamlike trance while I attempt to make
It
some
seems very
connection.
fey. Is this fey magic?
Is this fey magic? Dream 5E.
It kind of is a little bit.
Because I think this forest is supposed to be quite like.
The spell shapes a creature's
Fayish.
dreams. I can make the dream appear as I wish, and I can appear in any way. I can also use this to do damage, so if he pisses me off, I will be haunting him for the next few nights and causing him psychic damage.
Oh.
At the cost of what? A fifth spell slot.
It's at the end of the day, you know.
But
so-
shenanigans, dude.
if you have a spare 5th spell slot rattling around,
he
in
might
there,
as well just haunt
dream
someone's
somebody.
dream.
No, honestly, if he's
Why
really
not?
resistant, I'm gonna send him nice dreams about how he doesn't need Bane and how he succeeds without him, and I'll haunt him nicely.
So, Casimir, and the rest of you,
Mm.
falling asleep this evening after a day of traveling on the rock, your body, even though it may not have necessarily exerted itself, being battered by winds and travel throughout the day, you all drop into a deep slumber. Casimir, are you influencing the entire dream, or do you simply wish to appear in it?
Oh. Can I do a combo? Can I drop in to see what the vibe is and then hijack it and create the environment?
Azul is having a good dream. He stands, foot on his brother's chest, standing above him to cheers. As he stands the victor of the tournament of scales.
And do I see any like Bane insignia on him? Is he just himself?
No. He's just himself.
Oh, that is nice.
Azul is winning because he's better.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hang out in the dream for
In
a
the
little
dream.
bit then. And then maybe, you know, if he's ushered off to the side for his congratulations, I'll continue to shape the dream and create it such it's like a, I don't know, like a quiet hallway in the back of the tournament. And Casimir will just be leaning against one of the walls.
As lines of adorations, of fans, of followers, of family, perhaps. Not any you recognise who Azul is being congratulated by.
Are
Except
we there? Is he dream?
beloved.
Is he there? Like, are we there? Like,
Well,
does he
you're
dream
right.
the party
You're-
as his
well, no,
friends?
you're about to be. So I'm given that you're all being influenced by you. No, but as he kind of turns for a second, he looks down the silent corridor, beaming as he were. Casimir, I didn't expect you to make it. I'm glad you could see my victory.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, really. I mean it. Does he look genuinely happy?
Yeah.
I'm so glad to see you achieve your goals.
Kind of runs forward and grabs your hands. I did it. I said I was going to do it.
And you did. And you've rather beaten me.
Well, your time will come, I'm sure. This was never your goal. This was my tournament to win. But you've got your own tournament in the Sala.
This seems cruel. He'll maybe grasp his hands back and say, unfortunately, Fazul, this is a dream, and I'm rather stepping in.
Yes, it feels like a dream.
That's because it is one, friend.
Do you want to make that obvious in any way?
Yeah,
could've
I'm
just
gonna make it
inceptioned him,
obvious.
man.
I'm going to melt the hallway away, and we'll just be sitting in like one of the many campfires that we shared on the way back from defeating Razor. Like a comfy, warm moment. The rest of the party are like napping, maybe around, or maybe we're like a little further.
The
away
rest
in
of the
trees.
party, if they're in this dream, can all act however they want.
No, as in like, I'm just creating a dreamscape. I'm setting the
Yes,
scene.
the rest of the party are present.
What? Oh no, I don't mean to like pull them into the dream.
Oh, sorry, I thought the
No, no.
beginning of this was that they
No,
were
no, no,
here.
no, no, no. This is
Okay.
a checking out the vibes and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he sees this transformation, right?
Yeah, and he kind of says sorry. I don't mean to step into a nice dream. I'm good.
It all visibly deflates.
Look, I'm happy to see you're.
And kind of let go
Doing
of your
well.
hand and sits down and shrugs. Haha. Come on.
No,
Let's say some
no,
cutting comment or some witty remark.
no laughter at all.
This isn't a dream, it's a prophecy, and one that shall come true.
I believe you. If you're having this, then I'm going to kill the High Praetor. We've decided on it, haven't we? You win and I win. It's rather the point, isn't it? I'm just sorry to say it hasn't quite happened yet. No,
What is this? What are you?
Well,
Are you
I'm...
real? And he does slaps you, but like pushes your forehead.
What? Really? If I appeared before you, the first thing you would do would be to shove my head back. Are you kidding me?
Okay. This scenario, can you blame me? I'm not sure if you're real or if I'm still dreaming.
I'm real enough. I stopped being able to reach you by sending, and I am worried about you. So I wanted to check in. How are you? Where are you?
He recommended scrying and sending be blocked. But clearly it doesn't extend to this.
And who is he? Is that Bane
We're-
or Naliska?
Naliska.
Of course it's the Killjoy.
We're fine. We found some new tunnels to excavate. A couple of relics.
So you're already there in the Sunken Isles, then?
Yes.
What is it like? How long have you been there? Have you found anything on you know who?
A few days. Not yet.
Okay. Look, I said it in my letter, but I don't think I said it right.
What matter?
Well, it didn't reach you. The night of the party, we didn't really say goodbye properly. I felt poorly for it. We were beset upon by assassins, and we had to hide out for the night, so I couldn't say
Are you
goodbye.
still traveling with him?
What do you mean by him?
Juan, the interloper, doesn't belong here.
Yes, I'm still with the paladin.
Something wrong about him.
Oh, shut up. There's more wrong about Grizzle than there is about me.
I think he feels the same way about you, and you can have your issues with each other. That is fine. But you
Have
are...
you discovered much about him with your time together?
Yes.
I've been right, haven't I? I can see it in your face.
Can-
Everything I said
Can
has
we
come
not make
true.
this about Quan, please? This is about you.
It's about everything.
That's a very
He's
big
here.
word.
To stop me.
He's not going to be stopping you from winning the Tournament of Scales, I promise you that.
I was told he was here to stop me, and that he is wrong,
Well, you
and
will...
that he's broken, and that he shouldn't be here.
Yes, well, Bane has been telling you that, and he's been telling me that. And let's just remember that Bane is the evil god, the Lord of Order, that was banished for crimes against Lakai so heinous his name was erased from memory. So just contextualize it for a second there, and he'll, like, I don't know, pull up a little scroll and, like, smack Fazul's forehead. Just calm down. I know Quan is a trigger word for you, so maybe we shall hitherto endeavour not to speak it. Back to the letter.
And yet you choose him.
I'm not choosing anyone. There is no choice between you or him, because you are both people that I care for. And that can stay true.
I'm
Okay.
here on my mission, and unless you have an alternative, relics I have found have already begun to move me further to the vision you saw. You're right.
Yes.
I have not achieved what I want to since we last met.
So to the contents of my letter, Fzul. And he's gonna, like, retake his hands and be like, please, listen to me when I say I am very worried about this course of action. I would prefer it, and I think it wise, that perhaps you wait for me, for us, so if we are to pursue Bane, we can do it together. I have...
Asian check.
Oh, please be good. Just throw the dice on the ground. Oh, yeah. Okay. It was a 17 plus 2, so it's a 19. So it's good.
I don't think you're trying to steal it from me, but it's mine alone.
So
I don't have to wait for anybody.
you don't have to, but as your friend, and as I just said, I've said too many nice things to you already, but as I just said, someone who cares for you and your well-being, I simply believe that perhaps this all might be a little less painful if you had more friends at your side if you are to make this journey. And there is another thing mentioned in my letter. I have been shown things by Bane as well, and in these dreams, you do not come off well. Zul, he kind of looks up at his face. His eye is still present, right? He's not got a fucked up half of his face. Like
No, he's still present. Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna like reach up and just test, like gently feel the side of his face and like gently press around his
It's
eye.
all like
That
doesn't wrench away. It doesn't like he looks like a bit confused with you touching him.
You're missing this whenever I see visions of you. And I wonder if perhaps Mercy told me I do it, that I cause you great harm if we both continue on this path, and I don't want that. I don't want that for either of us. I would like for us both to win. I would like for the High Praetor to die. I would like for Thesrin humiliated. I want to be there at the Tournament of Scales when you defeat your brother, and I want to be there in the stands throwing roses with the rest of your fans. Okay?
I see that changeling. He told you that if you follow your instinct, that's what happens.
Somewhere down the line, he saw a vision of me desiccating you on an altar, and...
They know you're here.
What do you mean? Well, I said I was going to try
I'm asking, are you following your instinct in trying to stop me?
I'm following a feeling, if you can call it instinct, and my feeling is that I don't want to watch you walk down a path that will end in pain for you.
And if your instinct leads you there, then what am I to do?
Like I
But
said,
betray that instinct.
no.
You've
wait.
just told me that if you follow what is expected of you, here, telling me this, we end up there. If I take control, I'm sorry, Casimir.
I don't think that's what I said. I'm not here on instinct. I'm here because I'm your friend. I'm here because I fear that we have committed a great error in releasing Bane and setting him upon you, because I fear what he will do to you. I don't want to be the cause of it. I don't want to watch it happen. And if you going off is the start of it, then at least let's face it together. Fate is fucked. Fuck Severus. Fuck fate. I've been very clear on that. If whatever Mercy
come
saw...
alone. Without him.
They're your friends too. Okay, Quan hates your guts, admittedly. But Mercy is your friend. Pod is your friend. They both speak so fondly of you.
Deception check.
No, they do! Okay, I'm good at deception. I'm better at deception than persuasion, because I'm a lying little schemer. And it is a 21.
Then bring them all. And leave him.
Must they be your conditions, really? Fine. The paladin we'll deal with. We'll sort it out. But will you promise me that in the meantime, you're not going to go on any crazy fucking expeditions with Nalisker? If he tells you to do things, fucking ignore him. He's another Malik, and Malik made your life miserable. So, just... I will teleport us to Varsala in a matter of days. Okay? In the last week or so, we have killed dragons, bargained with liches, fixed the Silent Canyon. I am a very, very, very mighty wizard at this point. So, just have a holiday. Enjoy the beaches of the Sunken Isles. I hear they're actually quite nice, Doom aside. So, what say you? Just wait a little.
You have a few days.
Thank you. I mean it. Please remember, this all comes from a place of genuinely, really wanting what's best for you. You know that, right?
I trust you. But fate and him conspire against me.
Well, like I said, fuck fate. If fate conspires against us, and he points to the fire in between them, then fuck it. Really? I'm not
I
going
shall
to be...
continue to do my best, as I'm sure you shall.
I always do my best. Now, would you like to go back to your tournament?
No. No. I'd like to remember where I am. To the strength to continue. Indulgence gets you nowhere.
Okay. In which case, this grim, swampy fireplace is all yours. Sort of reminiscent of, you know, that trip back from Razor. It really was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Was.
Let's do it again. After your tournament, maybe we could go to, I don't know, the land of blessing and beasts and hunt big game for sport and drink cocktails on a beach.
Sorry, as Archon, I'm sure I'll be very busy.
Never too busy for me, though.
I'm sure we'll see about that.
Ugh.
There's a wry smile there.
Mock offense is what Casimir is giving him.
Yeah.
Good. I was worried that by the time I reached out to you, you would already be, I don't know, desiccated, fucked up, a raving lunatic in service of Bane, so I'm happy you are just as annoying as ever.
smiles. And for a single second, there's no longer Fazul sitting there. There's a figure clad in black armor. As Casimir, you wake up, forcefully ejected from the dream.
He can dream too.
Figures Bane, the god, knows the dream spell, doesn't it?
Cheeky bastards, that's what he is.
God with little g. Is it just a shard?
He is a little G, isn't he? Yeah.
He is a little G.
Casimir, obviously upon waking up or upon the morning, perhaps you might want to talk to the group.
Yeah, I'll tell the gang. I don't know.
How much do you tell the gang?
I mean, I don't think there's anything that really needs to be hidden there. I think he'll say, so I spoke to him last night. He will wait for some days. He's in the Sunken Isles already with Naliska. He said to leave Quan behind, which is ridiculous, and obviously we shan't be leaving Quan behind. I'm not quite sure how we'll play this one, but I think he'll just have to deal with the nasty surprise when we get there. I told him we'd leave you, Quan, but obviously I've lied. So there we have it.
How are we planning to get there?
We'll have to teleport to Varsala, and I think if you want permission to sail to the Sunken Isles, you need to ask it from... God, it's probably fucking Lady Montague. So no, I'm not quite sure how we'll get there. That is a problem. We might just have to sail our ship straight out of the harbour, although our ship won't be there, so we'll have to commandeer a ship, sail it out of the harbour, evade the frigates from the Golden Golden Order, and then lose them in the shoals offshore of the Sunken Isles, something like that. I think that's how we get there. Or Monty just secures us passage. I'm sure he could do that. We'll workshop it. We have days yet.
But it, I think, highlights that we need to move swiftly. We can support Pod in whatever family dispute has taken him in Thuglu.
I wouldn't worry, I'm sure this won't take long.
And hopefully be on our way before, as you say, Casimir, Vizul once again resumes his exploration of the buried tombs.
He's still himself. He's a little grim. I imagine too many days with Naliska would make anyone, even less fun than they already were, but I think it can be done. He was amenable to what I had to say. He listened.
The longer that passes, the more likely he is to reject anything we ask, and
I agree. He's still dreaming of a future without Bane. I watched a while and I saw no black armor, no Archon of Order. He just beat his brother at the tournament.
did you see a future with a Bane?
In my dreams. What does Casimir dream about? He thinks about it a while and he says, I don't dream of the future very much. I tend to dream of the past. Fire and pain. No, my dreams aren't very forward-looking at all. I suppose I don't feel I need to dream of killing the High Praetor, because I know that I will do it.
Can I
Got to
insight check?
visualize it though.
You can insight check it.
Yeah, for sure. 21.
I think he's
Indeed.
I think he's looking pretty genuine, yeah. I think, like, since he opened up to you guys the previous day in the library, he's had, like, something slightly different about his demeanor, where he's, like a lot of vainglorious Casimir has slowly, like, melted away, I would say, over the campaign. Like, he's still, like, an arse, but I think particularly now he just feels like almost quieter and like more thoughtful about what he's saying, and this seems very much like one of those moments, and you kind of know when he is like this, he is probably being quite genuine.
So he's genuine that he doesn't dream about a future with as Bane's Archon.
No. And he might clarify and say, I shall not lie to you. When Bane called me Archon, and also when I saw his Archon sword in the tomb, I really wanted it. Being an Archon would be fantastic. But that was before I knew what the Lord of Order was. And the fact that his crimes against Lakai were so severe that his name was banished from history. So, yes, the idea of power and becoming an Archon suits me very, very, very well. But equally, he's not given me any of his strength, any of his power. I receive no boon in combat for it. I'm not reliant on Bane in any way at this moment. I am purely just me, and I would say that purely just me, alongside all of you, is doing quite well.
It is
Do
heartening.
more than well.
Heartening to know that also you will not pursue power at any expense.
No. No, you're an expense I will not pay. I shall not be submitting receipts for your lives. And
Or
I
your
hope...
own.
Well, my own is debatable, but I hope it was obvious. When I had Vashnarada's power, I dropped it. I mean, that was more than enough power to apparate in Sakmar and splatter the High Praetor like a sack of shit upon the ground.
I thought that's because it made you look like a hideous monster.
Well, there was that too. I don't want power at the expense of becoming ugly. I shan't lie to you there.
Yeah.
But no, I had untouchable, unassailable power in that moment. And I let it go.
Well, it's nice you won't, trade us as a token for power. That's,
It is
a very
nice.
nice thing to say.
It
for
is nice,
you,
isn't it?
Casimir.
I think it's nice.
I'll like try to pinch your cheek and say it's very cute of you to say.
He narrows
young
his
man.
eyes. Cute is not a word that I accept. But if you must lay it upon me, then I suppose I must.
Cool. So, are you turning into a bird now and flying us the rest of the way?
I think I am. Fuck, I quite enjoyed my day of reading on the giant bird that wasn't me.
I thought it was
Must have been tough to read with all the
very
wind.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, the pages were sort of going everywhere. It was a real pain. I had a mage hand clamp down the sides of the book. Right.
It was pretty fun being held in its talons though. It was like, I flew we flew most of the way there.
Rainbow bird, great day.
Second and third day of flying. Pod. Assuming no major issues on the way.
Yep.
You approach what you imagine. And you probably after this want to maybe make landing slightly further on. Thugaloom, you're expecting to see a small clearing in the forest on the outskirts. A small selection of huts, cabins, houses. It's not what you see. Farther out than what you'd expect. There are vast excavations of the forest. Whole areas of woodland chopped and destroyed. Quarries mined. Automatons you see as you grow closer. So but they're ants initially, but as you get closer, you see them to be robots, fleshless, moving between quarries and chopping, ferrying large amount of a slightly greenish glass from wherever they are to a central fortress made of stone. Twice, maybe even 3 times as large as whatever area Thugaloom once operated.
Built the immortal bastion on my hometown. That's not very nice.
Very much.
I've seen Avatar.
It's
You look down and
Pod is kind of very confused. He's like, "This isn't right. This isn't. We're not in the right place." And he pulls out his little map and has a look.
Yeah, I'll help him look. No, I think we're here, Bart.
I don't recognize this place. Is there anything? I assume there are things in the areas like natural.
yeah,
I don't know, listed
some
the
of the
rivers and the
landscape,
like, which
perhaps your mate in the rivers,
familiar.
diverted as they are, mined as they are. Your shield told you, I told you, Pod. I told you what she was doing.
Can you see this? That's
Oh
right.
my god. Was Modi right the whole time?
And he looks very shocked.
We need to find Vahi and Derek and Doreen.
He has a very stern resolve on his face. Is he like, have we landed or we like
No, you're
circling
flying
it?
above.
Like,
You're approaching.
Bird Casimir will have informed you that he needs directing because his mental stats become that of the creatures he turns into. So he's currently a fucking
well,
stupid bird. Actually, to be fair,
speech of beast and leave.
his it is 8 and his wisdom is 14 as a giant eagle. So
That's not bad. That's capable.
he's probably about as smart as Stan. with
Lord
that,
of the
eh?
Rings establishes that eagles can be.
Smarter.
Wait, am I
cognizant.
smarter than Than?
You got more wisdom than me.
Oh fuck.
I'm Andrew's. You got the same amount of int as me. I'm
Yeah.
as smart as an eagle.
Yeah, do you know what? Eagle Casimir is wiser than Tiefling Casimir. Maybe he has some like introspective
Getting loads
moments.
of insight.
He's having loads of insight on his own relationships and like interpersonal behaviors as he is a bird. Yeah, so he's probably circling, and I guess he'd be waiting for the party to pick a place to go down.
I guess we pick a place like not too far away, but out of sight and out of island.
As you do, you said that. Than a voice. One you've been perhaps dreading to hear as you land. Look upon my works. We've missed you, and this place needs you.
I'll just be like, just smack my head a couple of times. Just be like, yeah, get out.
No,
That's blunt.
I'm
Fine,
glad you're
just be-
home.
At least some peace. Not all the time.
I respect your wishes.
Thanks.
Who are you talking to?
Oh. You know. Same, You know how you talk to your shield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't have a shield.
No, that's right. I've got my halberd though.
Oh, got a soul in your halberd.
You have never talked to your halberd before, though, Than.
It's okay. It can be awkward. I understand.
Yeah.
Do you hear something, Than?
What, just in general, or?
Is someone speaking to you?
Not necessarily. It's a whole thing. While I'm on the Cradle of Eternity.
Is it something that could put us in danger if you do not tell us about it?
Oh no. I'll get round to explaining it soon. Probably can't get around it as long as I'm here, but it won't put any of us in danger. In fact, it's probably helpful, I'm remiss to say. Or at least it thinks it is.
We will not force you from your secrets if you do not wish to share them at this time, but you are safe to do so, and if you do, then maybe something that can be gained from it. Each of us knows much and may have some insights, whether helpful or simply supportive.
Thank you, Mercy. I'll tell you all soon.
Pod,
Not
this
right
does not look very much like a small hamlet that you have described before.
Yeah, I'm somewhat concerned that this may not be the relaxing jaunt that I was expecting.
As you should, Pod. Carleen is evil, and she has done wrong by these people. We must find their leak.
Well, either my uncle Derek has built a really big castle, which he said he would do something like that, but I don't believe that it's going to be that big, or something bad has happened. Either way, these the things that we saw from the sky, they're not friends.
And what would you like to do about it, Pod?
Well, we've got to go in, find out what's going on.
Do you have some family here as well, yes?
Yeah, plenty.
Do you know if they are safe?
I have no idea if they're safe.
We should probably find out then.
Yeah,
If
he looks quite like crestfallen and downtrodden.
If
Uh-oh.
the creditors are involved, probably nothing good going on here.
That's probably a good point to end the session.
Have we landed?
You
Yeah.
have.
You can not be a
Okay,
bird.
transform back. And as Than looks out and says that the creditors are involved, likely nothing good has happened here. We'll leave it there.
Yay.
Whoa,
That was fun, boys.
that was fun.
I like the detour.
You get a teleport from a
Relevant.
lich and he fucks it up? What
He
is
doesn't know where you're going.
what
He's
is
a
that?
fucking- You're like, oh, we want to go to Thugaloom, and he's like, well, what the fuck is this?
Never heard of that.
Oh, the king's in town. He can't fucking teleport. He can't cast a teleport spell.
On a
Or
vague
even if you-
description of where you want to go.
Hey, it was like an average description.
No, I bet the thing is he knows that, right? Like he knows that he's gonna fuck us. Like he doesn't know, and so it's not gonna go. But he just doesn't care. Like he
Well,
could have asked for
or-
more information. He could have asked for a better description. He could have done all these things. But it's like, why the fuck would I just leave? Fucking take your teleport.
Or the boon is taking you away from Zarnath.
Yeah.
Asphalt
Regardless
remains
of where you end up.
Yeah.
He was
He
about to start
remains
eating you guys.
tenuously friend-shaped.
Yeah. He did us a mercy, getting us away from.
He did.
Asphalt turned out not to be the
We
worst.
were
creature
we
in the world.
were all like one cone of cold away from insta-death. Really, he could have done that.
And what have you done to Greg, honestly?
We didn't say goodbye to Greg. Oh,
Greg will be fine.
Gotta message him.
I would in the last 2 days.
You would have messaged Greg,
No,
would you?
no, I would have sending the Archon to make sure she knew about, like, to make sure that
yeah,
Nefara
yeah.
had successfully contacted her about Abaddon.
We had Rock Day, right? Where Kaz
had
was
So
Rock
you
Day.
can
Yeah.
reply. So yeah, you can reply. Farah did not message her.
Oh.
Then I will use another sending spell to make sure the Archon is aware of this fact and relay Valsal's last message.
And what happened?
And leave the boat open if she wants a a teleconference, that we can facilitate that at a later date if she would so wish for more details.
Possibly. Perhaps you have given an advantage where, or at least preparation of what is about to come, when maybe Asfar and Zana did not expect anybody to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't know us.
Bam.
We're
All
tight
right.
like that.
That was a
With
6
the
session.
Archon.
We are back on Thursday, I think. Next week.
Yes, next week, yeah. Everything's back to normal.
Sick. We're all back to normal. Thank you guys for today. This was
Wonderful.
big fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching along with us, gang. We will hopefully see you next week. If you want to hang out with us in Discord and draw art with us and shit and talk about your campaigns, we live here. Bam, little invite in chat. And thank you guys. It has been big fun. See you next
Bye.
week.
Thank you much.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You keep on dancing, you walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing, you're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, we could roll the dice. Act like you surprised, but you already know. Oh yeah, got lucky overnight. Jackpot when I got the invite. Let me wrap my arms around you, cause I can't go home without you. And my heart just vibe with you, babe. Wanna go sky high with you, babe. Gotta bring you close to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you, you're my lucky strike. Cooler than cold, I'm all in. So load up the dice, so heavy. The way that you roll, I'm falling. So I never fall, I'm ready to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing, you're my lucky strike. Yeah. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, yeah. We could roll the dice. Yeah. Act like you surprised, but you already know. You're my lucky strike, and I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike.
I know that you think it's so important to convince everyone else that you're not boring, but it's making me feel like my skin is crawling. I keep pouring out my empathy to someone I don't even see eye to eye with. I don't mind if you don't